Hello, husband. Hello, beautiful husband who I love a lot. Do you hear the sound of my voice? Gay, gay, homosexual, gay.
Hey, I love you too. Might want to turn down the music a bit compared to our voice.
How that?
Sounds good.
How that, bitch? How that? All right.
Alrighty.
Ba-doop. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My little guy's all the way recording. I guess because I used to have my Patreon thing over there. I reorganized everything because I had to switch back. I should make that bigger.
But hello everyone. Welcome to the Patreon stream, where this is the requests being done. Every 10, 20, and 40 tier person gets to have their requests drawn live on stream.
There we go. That looks better.
As with always, it's a stream, so there's always going to be a little scuff. She's fixing it. Give it just a sec.
I had to reorganize everything after the lamb stream.
You know what you can actually do is you can set up scenes over on the
That's
far left.
true, but I'm lazy.
For the next time.
But I'm lazy. Anyway, we're gonna try to get through as many 10s as possible, and we'll probably do another one tomorrow, just to get everything out the way, because then we can get people to start putting in requests, because otherwise people would start putting in requests for next month. The first stream would be on Saturday, and the last stream would be on Sunday. You'd have a day for requests. And though I don't doubt some of you could put in that many requests in that time, I figure that would give us a buffer.
Also, that's really cute, Pyro. That's the VTuber that was doing the sanctioned stream for Cult of Lamb. Their follow one is a lamb getting its little cheek squished.
I know Massive Monster they have a lot of emotes on their one. I often use the Nari crying in a pool in a maid outfit because it's hilarious.
But yeah, Ink, you actually joined before. We run an ad at the start of things, like before we start. That way it helps prevent pre-roll ads because Twitch is the worst. You actually joined before the pre-roll preventer, so you got hit with pre-rolls and then the actual sanctioned ad. Sorry, buddy.
Oops.
But we also have a bot that goes. It gives a warning before the ads run at 2 minutes out, 1 minute out, and then a warning when the ad started, just so we have a visual on our end to know when ads are starting so we won't miss things. And also just let everybody know, like, yeah, ads are running. It's Twitch. Sorry.
I gotta figure out how a human face is gonna fit under here. Or rather, a dog face.
Yeah. Snoot to both ends of the jaw.
By the way, my husband has spent the day putting together a bunch of really cute clips from my Cult of Lamb stream, if y'all want to check them out.
Yeah. And then I went and dug the car out from the snow, which was a poor choice because it's very cold out.
Well, otherwise you'd have to do it tomorrow morning and it'd be all iced over.
Yeah.
So that would be worse. Tomorrow morning you will thank you if he doesn't call into work.
I'll probably call into work. I had to dig out the car pretty bad. That was like 6 to 8 inches of snow, and it's still pretty bad out there. So.
I have officially completed the Wool Havens. The Havens of Wool. I just need one more achievement, and the other achievement apparently has a bug in it, so I haven't gotten that one yet. I actually went in and asked on the Reddit, and they were like, yeah, there's a bug for it. And I was like, all right, I'll just wait for them to update. I'd have to beat Mountain Mama, which is what I'm going to call her, because I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name. I have to beat her without hurting her, so that'll be the last achievement I gotta get, pretty much. And then I'll have all of them.
I think there's a lot of people like to mount that mama.
She's very cute.
Lamb MILF is a really fun god.
I think it's nice the lamb has another sheep with them now. It's really sweet. I thought she was a dog. I'm glad she's a sheep. And now they got a little friend who's also fluffy.
Yeah.
And ghosts.
She's literally the sheep that put on the wolf dog mask and went, all right, herd's going this way.
I think they were always a sheep, but like it was kind of hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like a dog to me, but I also thought Narander looked like a dog. Like, unfortunately, the designs in Cult of the Lamb, as adorable as they are very simple. You can only do so much.
I mean, like, I think...
You have to show them rotting and disgusting, so we don't have time to make them look like actual animals.
Yeah. I think the mask is just that, a mask. I think that, like, the statue is a mask of her. And so she, like, wore that as, like, a symbol thing.
I thought the lamb story was really good.
It is. And we're not going to get into, like, spoiler territory, but just in general, really good story, really good art direction.
Oh, yeah. Well, I expected the great art direction.
Yeah.
I don't know why I expected, like... I don't want to say, like, I expected, like, a more simpler story for the lambs, but I don't know why I didn't expect a fairly, like... Cult of the Lamb is the, morally gray game. It's my favorite post is, like, it's not about who's a good character in Cult of the Lamb, it's about who's your favorite war criminal.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I expected, like, in any shape or form, any... faction, whether it be like the big wolf guy who hates gods or the lambs themselves or the lamb's god, to be any like less morally gray than anyone else in the game, and they're not, and I love that. And I have no idea why I even thought in any shape or form they would be, but I guess I just didn't expect it.
You were just worried there'd be ooh-woo soft babies.
I think I was just so excited about the game coming out that I didn't even think that deep about it. I was just like, cool, lore! I was so excited, man.
But yeah, it was nice to see that, and it wasn't just like, no, there were these sweet little innocents that got genocided, like the airbenders in Avatar.
Yeah, and they really, like, creeped it up on you, too, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Even, like, knowing all the stuff from the trailers and things.
Yeah.
I knew about as much information as you could know, and it still creeped up on me, and I thought that was really cool.
As you play it, keep an eye on just, like, the surroundings and stuff, too. You will get to see... Your progress is shown visually, not just as a, like, progress bar filling up, but in the world around you, and that's really good. Hi, Bard.
I kind of am glad that we have the stream of me playing the beginning parts recorded, because that'll be most of, like, the early things, which I'm gonna obviously be using for some comics. So now I can just watch my own stream.
Yeah. And see your cute faces.
No. I did make some very funny faces. That was fun. I'm glad no one was mean.
Yeah.
Called me mean names like fat or ugly or old. Though I am all those things, but I don't gotta say it.
Lamb Milf plays Woolhaven. Cult of the Lamb. Everything's the same, but the only lamb that survives is a matronly old lady.
I mean, it's half true.
Hey.
I also like how the end of it implies that if you do the ending where Narander, like, you agree with Narander and you get, like, sacrificed and stuff, you know, the point of, like, his whole thing, technically he would be fucked because he killed the last lamb, which is the trigger for, like, what the bad thing that would happen in Woolhaven.
Yeah.
So he would have literally, like, come out of the underworld, been free, and just been fucked, which is hilarious.
I've done it. I've finally escaped the vault. And then you see a mushroom cloud off in the distance.
Okay, you say that, Bard, but one of the lamb ghosts you get is a moth. And they don't really explain that much about it. It's just there.
They tell you nothing. You will learn nothing.
I know more about Monch's horny grandma than I know about that moth, and I had to give them 100 wools to even, like, get a dialogue box with them. They like the moon. That's all I know.
They are the pretender.
I know, like, what is with that?
Well, they're not a sheep.
Oh my god, I want to know, though. I want to know so bad. I'm kind of sad, like, not all the lambs got as much screen time.
Yeah.
But the ones who didn't were not hugely interesting. This isn't necessarily spoilers about who they are, because the lambs are all shown on, like, literally the banner. But, like, the really tough one doesn't say that much, but you can kind of get his personality.
Yeah.
The little red-headed one doesn't say that much, but you can also kind of get her personality. And the crotchety old graveyard man don't say much, but you can kind of get his personality. Like, I doubt he has anything interesting to say more than the priest. But, damn, I really wanted to know more about that moth.
Yeah, right. After 10,000 years, I'm finally free. What the hell?
That would be so fucking funny.
Rita Repulsa comes down to Earth. Unfortunately, it's the Fallout Earth.
And I'm sure, like, they planned that from the beginning, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Cult of the Lamb people talked about how they had this all planned out and stuff like that. And I'm not surprised, because they do the thing where they'll, like, hint at a lot of outside story that isn't necessary to the current plot, but could be expanded upon later. Like, the different types of gods, you know, the histories of the lands,
Like,
places outside the islands, like, all that shit. Like, there's so much going on that they can very easily expand on later if they want to, but they don't have to, and it's not necessary to know. I don't think you really need to know any of the lore to really enjoy the game. It's just an enjoyable fucking game.
No, most of the stuff that's like, you know, relics or reading the not pamphlets, but the stone tablets and shit. Like, there's a lot of things that are there and spoken about, and there's a lot of interesting hooks into things.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily need them. You don't need to know any deeper. You're shown what you would encounter going through things.
Yeah, because for the OG game, all you need to know is you last lamb, indoor cat once out, kill family. Duh, end. You don't really need to know anything deeper than that.
Yep.
And you can learn it, and you can expand upon that if you want, but you really don't have to. And for the DLC, you just need to know Lamb's dead, get revenge.
Shimura throw hands.
Paul was getting clips from my stream, and my Shimura in that file just likes to fight so much.
So fucking much.
And he counted 8 times I caught Shimura fighting.
Just on that stream, 8 times. Shimura is a fighty little shit in that one. I don't know why. It is funny.
It is very funny.
But his hands are rated E for everyone.
He's fought once for each hand, and usually it's their damn siblings.
Usually.
They made Leshy cry.
There's that one part where you literally are just like, you resurrect the one thing. You resurrected Minty, and a little bit later on, you resurrected another villager, and you're like, I need to remember to cure them before they eat somebody. And like, you get out, go to do one thing, and you see so-and-so has eaten Minty.
Oops, Minty died again. Sorry, Minty.
Fucking immediate.
I think she died like twice that stream, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Minty.
Just fucking immediately. You're like, oh.
Oops. I got her back.
You did. You had to go do a crusade to get more bones to revive Minty again.
Now that I've played a little more in, I got, you know, since I had all these new followers and they uncapped the follower level, now I have, like, I got so much more necklaces because I had so many more god tiers.
You have your plan to get infinite bones by just farming babies from snowmen.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Cool.
Well, if you ever want to voice act any of my comics, people do that a lot. I give everyone free range to do that if they want. And that isn't like, voice act my comics. That's like, if you just need something. If you need something that someone won't complain about you doing. It's me. I will not complain. Because I know some people get pissy about it.
Yeah.
Which is understandable if you don't want them to. I mean... My personal favorite that I think would probably work well is the, like, God has a plan for you. Die. And don't worry, God has a plan for you. Marriage. Those are very cute. And they did really well, so. Like, all of those little ones are pretty fun. If you ever need them, I got them in, like, full HD, the OG files. Though you're a patron, you can probably also get those. Because that's what I put on my Patreon. I post up a new one. It's like, oh, look, a giant file. Melody finished something. It's not me. It's the file sizes that are too small. Man.
We have an internet futzy again. It is a snowy hellscape out there.
Oh, is the internet futzy?
I'm checking.
Well, I guess I could do it on my own time. to finish up. It is crazy snow right now.
It might be Twitch. I'm checking.
If we have to like clock out, like that's just because the weather is so fucking horrible right now. Which sucks, because I would want something for people to watch while the weather's fucking horrible right now.
Yeah. It does seem to be the internet is just having problems right now.
Oh.
We'll
Well, I
see.
can always,
We'll see if it stabilizes.
yeah,
It's
we'll
not-
give it a bit. I just finished the first one.
We'll give it a few minutes, see if it stabilizes.
Yeah, I put it in with the black. Then that's a bit hard to see the mouth, so I might color it over. Yeah, I remembered you said that, so I went and looked and fixed it. But I forgot the color, so I had to go look. I remembered it was the wrong color, but I forgot which color, so I went back. Yeah, I'll do a little jaw. That'll work. Give it a bit more of a there.
I mean, it's going through, so...
Yeah, if it gets too choppy for everybody, I'll just do this on my own time. Horrible, world... Oh, did I?
The ear... Oh, yeah, because the one ear is, like, white.
Oh, yeah, it is white. Oh my god, you can't ask people why they're white. I got it.
It may just be like everybody is at home, but it is... We had, I believe, 8 inches of snow.
Oh, it went back up, so maybe it's okay.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, it's got back up. Okay. Yeah, we had a bit of a snowpocalypse up here in Illinois, so...
I mean, it's snowpocalypse everywhere.
Mhm.
Because Ted Cruz left.
Yeah.
Oops, I put the sketch layer on.
Ted Cruz fled anywhere for the winter.
He has to migrate. I still can't believe people vote for him. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, it says my webcam's on.
Mhm.
I thought I unplugged you. I think it's over here. There it is. Okay. Just in case I get hacked or some shit. I don't fucking know. No one wants to look at my ugly ass.
I'll look at your ass every day.
Thank you, sweetie. I love you.
Nah.
Yeah.
You will not call yourself ugly. It is untrue.
Everyone saw me.
Yes,
They know.
And they know
They
you're
know
hot.
about my like double chins and my old lady face with my jowls. At least I'm funny. That's
Hey.
the important thing, right?
They knew what they were about. They called you attractive.
No.
They thought you were cute.
No. They thought my makeup was good.
And your
Which
costume.
I agreed.
And your face.
Shut up. The makeup was fun. That's the main reason I want to do it. I was having so much fun with the makeup lately. And I get to like do crazy overdone makeup instead of having to like have some level of subtlety. Fuck that. I don't want to do that. I want to look like a like witch drag queen.
Subtlety is for cowards.
Well, I'm a little too shy to do that in public, but
What's the one that's like I know authors who use subtlety and they're
all
all cowards. Foreshadowing is a literary device. That was fucking funny though.
I legit thought in there when they said that like they'd fight snowmen.
Yeah, I assumed it was a no
I didn't
fun
know you
allowed.
could make little snowman golems.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it meant like if you made a cute little snowman that gave you like your place a little like hoo-hoo cute little boost, they'd go destroy them and you'd lose that boost. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's kind of mean but funny. Ha ha ha.
No,
No, you give life to the snowmen and they think they are an abomination upon us and beat them.
It's like, oh, they just don't like whimsy. That's okay. That's kind of funny. No. They take Frosty the Snowman as a warning, and they brought a flamethrower.
I don't think I made them fuck any of the snowmen, but that would be interesting if you got one that has like the beat up snowman perk, and then you made them a snowman.
Yeah.
And then because if a snowman fucks a follower, you get a follower.
Yeah.
So a snowman can't have the punch snowman perk because snowmen don't have perks or traits.
Can you put the snowman on the perk changer?
I don't think you can because by default they don't have perks. They don't have any traits.
Well, I mean, the one that gives them random ones.
I don't think so. I imagine they're not allowed.
Because if you could give them random ones, that'd be really funny. Because then, like, you could get a random one and, like, just roll the wheel and see what you get.
I mean, I haven't... that's what I said.
We did that joke, Bart.
Yeah. This isn't a story spoil or anything, but you can make little snowmen in the new Cult of Land, their snowlands, and you can bring them to life. And then I found out you can fuck them. You can put them in the fuck tent. And since they don't get tired, you can also put the rot kids in the fuck tent. They can just, if you have enough sin to make people fuck, you could just make them fuck for as much sin as you have, man.
Yep.
And then you could just farm eggs for like the de-aging formula thing and just do a bunch of snowman abortions.
Yeah.
Or if you make it's only perfect snowman. The not perfect snowmen are either too stupid or too ugly for anyone to want to fuck. Which they can't be too stupid because you literally can't read the thoughts of the snowmen.
Hey.
So they gotta just be too ugly. No one wants to fuck them.
But perfection, you can fuck that.
The perfect snowmen, you can breed two of them together and they will make a snowman baby.
Yeah.
Which is not proportioned like a baby, but still has like the size of a baby and the animations of a baby. So it's so weird. It's like a tiny snow person walking around.
Yeah. They're not fully built up.
That snow baby will have the will not melt perk. So if you 100% wanted to, you could create a cult of brainless snowmen
that don't eat,
that don't sleep, and don't melt as your entire followers.
I don't think they age either, right? They don't.
I don't think they age, no.
Yeah. So you could have just literally an army
I don't know. I have one perfect snowman that won't melt right now. I have one snowman baby. Yeah. But I haven't had them that long. I just found out about it this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if they age and die.
So yeah, if they don't age, which we haven't tested yet, but if they don't age, that means you have an ageless follower that doesn't need to eat, will do everything.
Has no thought, so I assume it can't dissent.
Can they drink?
You don't drink. Well, I guess they can drink alcohol. I don't know if they do, though. I'll test that out.
Yeah. Oh, get one that doesn't melt and then give it one of the heat drinks.
Oh, yeah, so it has warm body?
Because I
never freeze?
I imagine one of the ones that, like one of the regular ones, if it drank that little pepper smoothie, they might just melt themselves and die, and that would be hilarious.
I don't think so. Because that one just...
They can't
it just
freeze.
keeps them from freezing.
Yeah, it's like a warming drink.
Yeah.
So that's why I was thinking, like, give that to a snowman. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. The snowlands are really cute. There's a nice video that apparently Pixel got. Thank you, Pixel. Of me just reacting to them and just squealing my fucking face off and being like, "Ooh, abominations!" They're just so precious.
They are cute as shit.
Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm so weak to cute things.
It's true, you married me.
I'm cute to things that are... I'm cute too. I'm weak to things that are cute, and I am weak to things that are small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chad
right?
Loff over here in Cult of the Lamb.
Though, if you do the rite of lust, they will still not work. Neither will the
rot.
rot. I assume they probably won't work during a holy day either. And I tried to talk to one, and the only thing you can do is tell it to work, because it doesn't have any, it can't do anything else. Mm-hmm. And it will say, "No, you said we could be naked, and I want to enjoy myself." To which I thought, they only at best wear a hat and scarf. They're not naked. I don't think they produce sin either, so I think it'd be fucked on the sin front. I'd have to check it out. I'm gonna do so many fucking like alchemistic experiments with the snowmen.
Yeah.
The rot can produce sin though.
Right.
And if you get I think it was like an unusual necklace, you can give that to the rot and they won't die of rot in 10 days. You can also make rot babies. Though if a rot breeds with a normal follower, I imagine it's a somewhat percentage chance, same with the snowmen. I got a normal follower. Usually if it's something that isn't a regular follower, including like one of the former boss characters or something like that, you get an abomination.
Yeah.
Though I don't know if that works with the characters from the Pilgrimage DLC, come to think of it. I haven't necessarily bred them with each other. You can't breed two of them because they're related.
Yeah. Well, I imagine, like, because that really
I think you might just get a panda, because I think you just get the panda, thing unlocked.
Yeah, I think it was just like a regular unlock, so I think it's just a panda species. So
Yeah.
as long as you're not having too weird of a cross-species thing, it probably works fine.
Yeah, as long as they're not a former boss character, like, the baby will be one of the two species and one of the two's colors. And usually one of the two's variants. I haven't bred any of the dragon babies yet, so that might be interesting. But if you breed anything that's not that, it's an abomination. Because usually they have, it's called Salam.
Yeah.
Usually that they're, like, I guess considered too OP to like make actual babies. I thought they were basically like Nephilim.
Yeah, because they would also have like, arguably they could have their traits, and some of the traits are like immortal or things like that, which would unbalance the game.
Like I had Nari make a baby with the Mountain Mama because I thought they were cute together, and they just had a little abomination baby.
Yeah.
Neither of which the Mountain Mama does not have the immortality perk. So I gave her an immortal necklace, so it doesn't matter. But still.
That makes sense though, because like she only really became a god because all the rest of the sheep worshipped her.
I mean, the other, like Kalamar, Leshy, Shimura, and Heket do not have the immortal trait. It's only Narander. Yeah. Huh. I think he might be the only character that has it, period, except maybe that little, like, galactic Jesus baby I made that doesn't grow up and just floats around my damn cult doing nothing.
That would make sense too, because like Nari is obviously the god of the dead kind of thing. So
he was also like the first bishop you could get. Like when the game first started, he was the only one. You couldn't get the other bishops yet. They were all dying. They were all like being tortured in purgatory at the time.
Yeah.
You could get the mini bosses, but you couldn't get the other bishops. They're just dead, and you pull out their heart and they're done.
That makes sense.
Oh, there was someone, they have that new, they have the torture wheel of traits. Wheel of traits, turn, turn, turn. Apparently someone found out you could take the blind trait off of Leshy. Which you can't even fucking do when you heal his fucking face. Like, goddamn. I don't know if that was a glitch or something, because I think I looked at it with, the Executioner Growl, who tore out her eyes, and you couldn't actually fix her blind trait. So maybe it just wasn't programmed in yet for Lesh.
That would be kind of funny if you just see Leshy walking by with like the anime eyes, and the cat's just like, nope.
They fixed my eyes.
The cat's just like, nope, give them back to whoever you took them from.
They're mine now. They're in my head. Whose eyes are those? Mine now.
Leshy wearing visibly stolen eyes.
I could see that.
Leshy.
He just draws eyes on his little bandages.
The cat does. Little orange cat.
Just different ones each day. That'd be a cute comic. I gotta stop thinking of cute little fun comics too, because I gotta do like actual Woolhaven comics.
Oh no, plot. Illegal.
I know, right? I do have an idea for the plot. I know what I'm gonna do. I need to figure out how I'm gonna divide it up into comics. Preferably in as few as possible. Then again, when I originally started doing Cult of Lamb comics, I thought I would only do 3.
Yeah, Leshy is Stitch, but actually that'd be pretty cute. Leshy and a little Stitch Kigu.
Aw, Leshy and Loki would be cute. They have that adorable fucking sweater you can get in there to give your followers that looks like the usual cultist stuff, but as a sweater. And oh my god, I need to like either learn how to knit or find someone who I can commission knitting for. and probably pay like $200 fucking.
It's like, I want
it so bad, and I want it like a hoodie dress length. Oh my god, I would die for it. Oversized on my fat ass would be so good.
Just literally off the shoulder and thigh length.
Oh my god, I would die for that. It would be so good.
Unless she is the ugly Christmas sweater.
He is. And he would like it.
He would. What do you mean it's tacky? I can't see it.
Who cares? I can't see. This is all for y'all to suffer. I don't even care.
This is a y'all problem. And the ads are done. I hope that works out well for y'all being able to see like the stuff going to be like, oh yeah, ads running. We're doing our best not to like do anything spectacular during the ads.
Are there any like Twitch people who are like real big who can like pay Twitch to not do ads on their thing?
No, everybody does.
I was about to say.
You have no choice in the matter, and you either run ads and at least
I've got her nose.
You either run ads and then you don't get the pre-roll ads, which are the ones that run as soon as you click into a channel, which is like fucking awful for anybody that wants to watch a stream. Or you don't run ads and then it'll still run ads randomly because Twitch is the worst, but also everyone gets pre-roll ads. Visiting the y'all a white run. I can make that joke.
Because it's the Jarl.
Yeah. Foos row y'all.
So y'all. My husband's from Texas.
It's true. I am.
Wish I was back in Texas. No.
No, I do not.
At least up here they're used to the snow.
I do not miss it. I do not regret it.
I will not go, Sam I am.
My governor actually does his damn job. Foosro howdy. No, there's that, whatever that one is that's like the, brings the dragon down from the sky. That'd be the how y'all doing.
I always thought it was like, hey girl, what's your number? Can I get your snap?
Yo girl, you got Insta? You want a Snapchat, girl?
I have no idea how people flirt. I didn't flirt. I never flirted, come to think. I was about to say, I didn't flirt to get you, and I didn't like... I just gave people like the phone number or my Discord or whatever. Like I don't know how people do that otherwise. But I have never put in the effort to get a man, and yet I have had like some relationship all my damn life, and I ain't even that attractive. So
have that one taunt. It's just them's fighting words.
Yeah. And I'm married to him. He approached me.
Yeah.
If I'm interested in someone, I just go up and talk to them.
New York City.
So I don't really know how people would like ask to get people shit. I'm usually like, you got a Discord? Like I have a card. I give them my card.
You ain't gotta deal with that shit.
Yeah, I'm usually like, here, you want to check out my art?
It's got a QR code and everything.
I mean, it's hard to approach people, but I don't like flirt or anything. I usually just talk about fandom crap because usually they're at a con or something.
Now I flirt at you.
Thank you, sweetie. I'll flirt at you too.
Yeah, flirt, flirt, flirt.
Flirt, flirt, flirt. I mean, I flirt now that we're married. But it's more like obnoxious, lovey-dovey bullcrap.
Yeah. And yet, here we are. Flirt, flirt, flirt.
Flirt, 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 flirt. But I don't know how to flirt.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm a little rusty.
Were you flirting with me? Because I didn't even realize we were in a relationship till like 2 weeks in.
I ain't had to do it in so long.
I just figure you hang out with people, and if you vibe enough, you're like, you want to like be in a relationship? All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't really care. I've always wondered if I'm like aromantic just because like, I'm like, oh man, like, yeah, that's just the next level of friendship. So if you have multiple friendships at that level, why would you not bang?
You got the fucking, the Persona 5 fucking social links going.
It's like, yeah, I'd love to be in a polycule. We'd have less bills to pay. As long as everyone's nice to each other and friendly, what the fuck do I care?
Yeah.
Well, what if you don't like them like that? Well, I mean, if they're a friend, like, my relationships are just friends with extra steps, so who cares?
Yeah, it's just friends with unlocks.
Yeah, it's just friends, but, like, they get a new tier.
Their last
Am I aromantic? Who knows?
Their last girlfriend they challenged to a Pokemon battle. Yeah, that'd work.
That'd work. Yeah, that worked for me.
Show up, throw down Yu-Gi-Oh style.
I mean, he came up and talked to me about, like, comic books.
She was over there in a Walden Books in the manga section. And I was just like, tall, hot nerd. Neat. That works.
We do a lot of obnoxious lovey-dovey crap.
We're just hanging out, having fun.
And then we go gay.
Yeah. Just
We
go.
snuggle together every night. Until I drool on him or bite him.
Usually both. Sound asleep, wakes up, bites me, rolls over. That's the usual routine.
Well, you're worse, because sometimes I go to bed later than him. And I'll come in late, and he'll be in deep-ass sleep and still reach out to touch my butt as I cross from the door frame to my side of the bed.
There was the one time where I was just sound ass.
He was just sound ass asleep. He still touched the butt. And I was like, how did you even do that?
Spider-Man reflexes. Oh, the butt's there. Neat.
It's amazing.
She told me about it the morning after. I was just like, oh, that sounds right.
Well, there was the time you tried to wake me up because I was snoring, and I apparently said, "You're snoring," and rolled over and went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Which is very me.
This is very you.
And sometimes I'll get half asleep while you're leaving and be like, "Give me a kiss," and I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah. Smooch her on her
Sometimes
little
the
head.
art brain hits you at like 4 a.m. and you gotta stay up. I go to sleep around 1 usually.
Yeah.
I'm better at it now, a little bit. I don't have to go to work at any time. I work for y'all.
It's true.
All of y'all.
Y'all means all of y'all to the patrons. But yeah, no, thanks to the wonderful support of y'all folks, she likes to work at home.
I don't have to clean the snow off the car.
She's an indoor artist.
Yeah, the basement gremlin. Put me in your basement. I'll make you money.
Boo, Bard, boo. Lactation joke, boo.
Ew! Why is everyone so into lactation all the time? I swear.
I don't know.
It's so weird. Ugh.
Technically, it involved a lich, so that joke was dead on arrival.
Ooh.
I have no regrets. No shame, only puns.
It's like no matter what fandom or what like genre you're into, if they're smutting it, someone's titties is making milk.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's for babies. Stop it.
Well,
I often say it's because the only thing they know is they like boobs, and it's the only thing boobs can really do.
yeah.
Because boobs can't really do anything else besides jiggle. That's about it.
I mean, they do jiggle. Depending on the author, sometimes they breast bouncily.
Breast boobily down the stairs.
Yes. Wife breast boobily into me.
I do.
Usually in a taunting manner.
Yeah.
Boobily, boobily,
Sometimes I'll just
boobily,
smack you in the
boobily.
head with them. That's more entertaining to me than milking them.
She do just like to plap them on the top of my head.
Yeah.
And y'all will never hear me say no, so.
That's funnier.
Not like I can do that with my wiener or nothing.
Well, you're not tall enough.
I was gonna say I'd need a step ladder for it.
That's your problem. Skill issue.
Since we're both fucking 6 foot and I'm not Stretch Armstrong.
Skill issue.
Fucking Mr. Fantastic over here. I like that anytime a fandom has some kind of like elastic person that goes one of two ways and it depends entirely on the gender. Help me, stepladder, I'm too short. But like you got Mr. Fantastic or you have like Elastigirl from The Incredibles. That's pretty much like the two archetypes depending entirely on like what gender it is. You never see a dude having a big like ass because they have stretchy powers.
She didn't have a big ass because she had stretchy powers. She had a big ass because she was a mom.
I mean, yeah.
She had 2 kids.
You
get a big ass.
There is a running joke in the fandom of her just like 5% larger in front of the mirror kind of thing.
She was upset about it. 3 kids. Yeah, never mind.
Oh,
Forgot
yeah.
Jack Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have 3 kids. You're going to have a big ass.
Yeah.
That was before big asses were even like all that likable.
Mm-hmm.
You had like the big butts song, but that was about it. Like people weren't all that into them anymore.
Which is really funny because like, a lot of the people that would have worked on that kind of thing grew up on Dexter's Lab, which has one of the fattest female asses you'll ever see in an animated thing because they could get away with it.
Yeah, I've read that like that was something they did because they couldn't make a woman motherly with tits. Because having big tits was inappropriate, but
Yeah,
having
that's
a big ass because no one cared about it and butts are funny was fine.
Yeah. Because otherwise, Baywatch has got big tits. That's sexual. But apparently a fat ass, that's perfectly fine.
It's wild to think like people watched Baywatch specifically just to like
for the
boobs
breasting
and like this
boobily
day
down
and
the
age.
beach. Yeah.
Could you even do that anymore with anything? Like, do people even care? I mean, like, they'll watch things for hot people, but not just because, like, boobs. Like, porn is just so prevalent these days.
Yeah, it doesn't really work the same when you don't need that kind of thing. I guess maybe in certain states that might start coming back because some of them have the porn bans in place. But, like, it doesn't really do anything. Oh yeah, yes it is. Never really watched the one. I didn't like the art, like just in general, and they did some story changes that I also wasn't particular on, so I never really got into it. I might give it a second chance at some point, but it didn't really appeal to me.
I like the first one, but it wasn't like one of my faves.
Yeah.
I'm an Evangelion girl, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, they did some character changes, like both how the characters were, and if I remember right, they don't have the big brunette lady, Stun Gun Millie. And like, I like that character. I think she's really cool, and I think she adds a good like dynamic to the other characters. So not having her there is kind of a miss in my idea.
I thought the CG looked very nice though. They did a great job with that. There's definitely some really nice that and the like one about the girl playing the guitar. That one had a really nice CG. Like anime CG is getting like really good lately.
Millie's in season 2?
Yeah.
Wait all the way to season
they added
2
her.
for
I forgot.
Bruh. All the way to season 2 though. That's wild. Like I said, the I agree. The CG is good. I didn't necessarily like the CG. But I wouldn't say it was bad.
Like, it's a taste thing, really.
Yeah. So for like me, the CG didn't appeal to me. It looked good, but it just wasn't what I was looking for in a Trigun. But like, yeah, it didn't really appeal to me, so I never really watched it.
It's also very bright, where the original one was very dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it had bright colors in theory, but it was actually fairly like.
Yeah, because it's a desert. It's
well, just like because of the use of
sand and earth colors. Yeah.
No, cells.
Like that's part of the thing is it is. It's a cowboy western, it's a dirty sci-fi. So like those things really looked good in the original anime. Whereas with the CG, since you had the digital colors and stuff, it's so much brighter.
They're very bright.
I mean, like just look at his arm. Like that thing is lambent in most of the scenes it's doing stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. It sucks when an anime you like sucks.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it's just one of those like, I wouldn't say it was bad. It just didn't appeal to me. And so I just didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it because I'm not a fan of most shonen.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'll watch some of the older ones if they're short, like Trigun. But I am not a shonen person. I prefer more, I don't want to say like cerebral, but I do like weird, abstract, artsy anime, but also I'm more of a slice of life comedy person too.
Mm-hmm. You know, a couple of the ones that are really good this season are just like the gal girl likes a normal dude. Like that one is actually pretty funny, and the characters interacting is really enjoyable. Like they just have good characters.
My favorite animes are like Madoka and Evangelion, and then it's like Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, and then it's like Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei.
Assassin's Classroom. Like,
I wouldn't say that's one of my favorites, honestly. I like it. Love is War is up in there.
oh yeah.
Love is War is just fucking good.
Yeah. Again, that's one of those, like, this is just a good anime.
If I had to do 5, that would probably be up in there. Because I'm not really like a person who's like, I have a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice, like, I don't really buy merch or anything for Love is War.
Yeah. Well,
I just love the...
is there merch for you to buy?
There is.
Oh, okay.
They're waifus. Psh.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. The pink-haired one.
But,
and her, yeah.
like, I love it for its direction and writing.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily for, like, its character design or anything.
Yeah. That's what you have Eva for. You know, ironically, I was reading a thing earlier, and it was talking about like anime and bringing anime out to the West and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And part of it was an interview with the guy who ran one of the companies that imported anime to the UK. One of the ones that made anime in the UK big. And one of the things they were like was like, no one will ever want to watch Gundam outside of Japan.
Aw.
And he was partially right. He was like...
Except Mercury.
He was like, part of the reason why people won't want Gundam outside of Japan is because Gundam has a really long storied history. Mm-hmm. And like, you are bringing this to the West well after you have a long storyline going. It's the same problem that would occur in comics. Mm-hmm. So people aren't going to want to plunk down that kind of time. But also, Gundam started in 79,
yeah,
and they were wanting to bring it over in 2000.
Yeah.
So it would just be so creaky and old, and it would just be weird to a modern audience.
And you can bring older comics over because they were not as complex, or they didn't cover the deeper things like Gundam until later on. Mm-hmm. Like, the early Superman is just Superman fights things and wins the end. Same with Batman.
Mm-hmm. So, like, it just wouldn't work quite as well. And, like, some of that, like, yeah, that part I would agree with. Some of the other stuff, like, people do, like, vibe with Gundam's overall message and things like that, and, like, the characters and stuff like that. I think that's why Gundam Wing did so well.
Pretty boys with problems. Also, you gotta bother me, honey.
I do.
I got the stick, I think, still down
there.
Oh,
yeah.
If you want to bop me.
Yeah. But,
that's my butt.
Yes.
Like, I really wanted to get into Quux, because I love the design, and I like the animation and stuff, and I like the story, but it got so into, like, older Gundam stuff that I had no fucking idea about, and no offense, I don't really want to watch the older Gundams, because they're war stories, and I'm not a war story person.
Yeah, and that is exactly the kind of thing they were talking about in that interview, whereas the ones that did really well outside of Japan were Gundam Wing,
and Witch of Mercury,
and G Gundam. All of which don't have
G Gundam is very stupid. Yeah, you don't need to know anything about Gundam for G Gundam.
But you do get all those other things that make Gundam good. You have the Wars Bad MK, you have the character drama, you have a lot of the other things, and even things like 8th MS Team, which did pretty well over in the States.
That's the one with the boys who are shirtless, right?
Yes, that was that was Gundam Vietnam.
Has the manga ended?
Gundam One Piece Season 1 coming to... No, I don't think the manga has ended yet.
Oh, then why would they end the anime?
No, just a season.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a running joke.
Yeah.
But,
I was about to say, have they found it yet?
No.
They found the One Piece yet? I'm sure if they did, we'd learn.
The One Piece was the retirement fund that he found along the way. It was writing more One Piece.
Look, I have respect for One Piece, but I'm not. No.
And like, there is definitely some planning in there. I know some of it is definitely by the seat of his ass, and there is definitely some of the I'm still syndicated, so I'm going to keep writing forever kind of stuff going on. There is some planning in there. He has made some ideas and some thoughts into the work he's doing.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
So I'll give him that. I'm still not gonna watch it.
Everyone wants me to watch like Jujutsu Kaisen because there's like some really good monster stuff in there, but like I really just cannot. I'm not a shonen person, and it's so boring to me.
There were so many people thirsty for that guy with the bat.
Yeah,
the one that
understandable. Like I've seen a lot of like really great things from it, and like there's some really good monster stories in there. But like, goddamn, I can't sit through that shit.
Yeah, people really like the "I want this twink destroyed" fight scene, and that's pretty much when I started seeing a lot more stuff being shown around for it. And like, I think it might be the new season of My Hero Academia. I can't remember, but like. One of them has a new season kind of thing, and it looks good. And like, that's cool. I would have to go and do a whole bunch of watching to catch up, and I'm not going to, and you can't make me.
The only shonen action show I like is Sailor Moon.
Yeah. That's fine. Sailor Moon is a tokusatsu.
Yeah.
There's only really 2 types of anime out there. Tokusatsu and slice of life.
I don't even dislike like action anime. It's the whole like, if it has a what did I say? If it has a, what's the thing you really all fight? A tournament arc.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Like, I love the Calvin and Hobbes meme where it's just like, there's only 2 things, and then like, shockingly, this is actually this. I love that meme. I would love to see somebody do that meme with anime and be like, there's only 2 types of anime shown, slice of life and tokusatsu. Because you really can break everything down into that.
I like slice of life because I like very personally driven stories.
Mm-hmm.
I like character driven stories. So of course I would like slice of life because they're entirely character driven stories. Like, I prefer Doctor Who to like Star Wars. Star Wars is this big thing with big stakes. Doctor Who sometimes has big stakes, but all I care about is how the characters are interacting with the little thing that they're interacting with now.
Yeah, and
there's a smaller cast with smaller stakes, and I prefer that.
Mm-hmm. And even the big stakes they have are usually big stakes for those small cast of people.
Yeah. Like, I don't care if you have to save the universe. If anything, I find it kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I do care if this person is going to be very hurt by this action if I like that character, so. And also, I really do also really love anime about people just doing a job. Mm-hmm. That's a weird quirk I have. Especially if it's an art job, like, again, one of my favorite mangas is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun, and that's just a gag manga about a guy who writes a big giant man who writes little girly romance manga, and that's fucking hilarious to me.
Monthly Girls, slice of life. Love is war, despite the title, tokusatsu. It's true though, because every day the monster of the day is some new event or thing happening between the two. It's definitely a battle anime.
Love is War is Death Note if the stakes were instead something I gave a shit about. No, Death Note is great, at least like the first chunk of it. Mm-hmm. But I will say, rewatching it as an adult, I'm like, you can tell that this whole thing was written with the fact that he thought he was going to get canceled after every arc, because you can feel that after every arc does not seem to connect to the next arc, and like, I mean that for like every situation that fucking happens. Like, there might be some implications, but every chunk of story is so isolated from every other chunk of story for something that's supposed to be like so cerebral. Like there's very little foreshadowing, even in the anime, which would be after the manga.
Yeah.
And you can just tell while watching it that these guys, because I watched a bit of the anime they did about the manga they did about making manga, and they talked about how like you only need like 2% of people to like your shit and you get to stay. So I have like the theory that they spent the entirety of Death Note not knowing if they were going to be able to finish Death Note.
It literally is just
and just like writing as they could. And I think that's one of the reasons once L dies, they're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Because I think when L died, they thought they would just end the series, and then the rest of the series has more like connection to its individual plus. Like there's more plot threads that have foreshadowing, have build up and stuff like that. And it's objectively worse. Everyone hates the second half of Death Note. So I think doing it by the seat of the pants is probably better for them, honestly.
Yeah, in their situation, they're like a lot better at like improv writing.
Mm-hmm. Whereas Love is War builds up much better.
Yeah. So like it really. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's because they had time to like plan it out.
Mm-hmm.
Or the opposite, and they have the Promised Neverland problem where they spent forever planning out the first chunk and then didn't think they'd get that far and now have to do it on like a weekly manga thing. The amount of fucking content that mangaka have to put out is fucking nuts, and it should not be that bad. I'm sorry. I want less manga of lower quality with higher pay to the mangaka, and I am not kidding.
It really that really was I never thought I'd get this far kind of thing.
It really does feel like that. And I don't mean to be mean, because like obviously I'll never be as big as Death Note. Mm-hmm. And it's still good. It still has some great stuff with it. I think like some of the scenes between Light and L are great, and the direction the anime is great. That's what I feel watching it as an adult, is that like you can tell that these guys were kind of like, they did not expect to get as far as they did.
It was we're getting another one? Oh, okay. Shit. All right. Bag of chips. But like, especially too, the end of it probably could have worked out well. Just like, haha, all your plans don't mean anything compared to just the randomness of the universe. If it had any kind of lead up.
I kind of like the end. And if anything, I would have had it be more sudden.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, if you'd, like you said, if it was more seat of the pants, I think they would have had it be more sudden. Mm-hmm. And since they were like, oh, we got time to plan this out, they kind of like fumbled it because they overthought it.
I think that scene where they finally like shoot Light should just been like right after L died.
Yeah.
And then I think it would have been a much better anime. Mm-hmm. Maybe with a time skip, but like maybe L put in some kind of like, this will come back to bite you in the ass like in 10 years or something once my people figure this out or some shit instead, which I guess it kind of did, but still.
I mean, it could have just been like, hey, if I'm going to go do this, if I die, it was definitely this guy.
Yeah.
Like, because that's plans within plans within plans.
But I do think Light should have just been shot in a fucking alley and died screaming like a tiny child. I think that was appropriate.
Just a nothing death to like a mugger or something.
Yeah, no, I think like it should have been Matsuda. Mm-hmm. Matsuda deserved it. Let Matsuda do it. But I think that was 100% the correct way to kill him off.
Yeah. All the schemes and plans were meaningless, kind of thing.
It needed to be something dumb and stupid to show that he's still human.
Mm-hmm.
And it needed to be something to be like, hey, you who watch Light and think he's so cool, you are just a stupid meatbag. You are not a god.
Yeah.
He needed to be pathetic. He needed to be screaming on the fucking floor, bleeding out. Like, that is 100%, I agree with that. I just think everything that leads up to it's bad.
Yeah, and like, especially too, we watched the thing about their later anime with the angels and God having depression. And like, that's another one of the ones where they had plenty of time to just sit there and plan and think, and that was kind of mid.
They also can't write women.
They cannot.
Neither can the people who fucking write anything Hero Aka related.
Oh god, yeah.
They cannot write women. I had to stop watching even Vigilantes because I was like, damn, these people cannot write fucking women.
Have you experienced a woman in your life? What is wrong with you? One little sketch where the chick's just like, okay, now write a cool, interesting character with backstory and this and that. Okay, now make him a woman. What? That is them. Like, why is this such a struggle for y'all, specifically? It's just wild.
But they all like have to include women.
Of course.
The Death Note people are worse, but like, damn.
Yeah.
they still have to include them, because otherwise it's gay. Like, there was a great video essay I watched. It's like, why are there so many like yaoi ships in shonen stuff? And it's like, because you only make interesting male characters. This is the reason. Like, they were specifically like citing
Naruto.
Supernatural.
Oh yeah, that works too.
And this is the reason you get like incest shipping.
Yeah.
This is the reason people ship Rick and Morty and Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Because you'll have like interesting written characters, but you will only make the men interesting, and no one cares about the goddamn women.
Yep.
All the women who are shipping things can do is either one, ship
Make an
them with their Mary Sue, or two, ship them with someone they're related to, because it's just brothers or it's whatever the fuck they're related in Rick and Morty. I don't fucking know.
His grandfather or something.
So guess what? You're creating a world where incest is probably gonna be a thing, because you can't write women.
Because it's the only thing available to your audience.
If there's no well-written women in anything, people are gonna ship the men. And if the only men who are well-written are like somewhat related, guess what? You get incest shipping. That's what fucking happens. This is why Supernatural, thank God they added Castiel, or everyone would still be shipping the brothers.
You have no other option. Meanwhile, you have Naruto, where guess what? You're gonna have Naruto and Sasuke because they're the only two interesting characters that are in the same age range. So like it happens all the time.
Well, because they're rivals, they have a better vibe than any of the dudes have with any of the women.
Yep.
There's that one thing where it was like, in all of like the ridiculously long amount of Naruto and the new Naruto, the Boruto or whatever, and it's like, here is all of the romantic scenes between Sasuke and Sakura, and it's like 20 minutes.
Which is more than I expected.
I mean, she is, but she's not interesting for the ship.
Yeah. That's true. Sasuke isn't interesting.
Yeah. Sorry, I read that as Sakura.
Yeah.
Mind you, I have not watched like more than like a few episodes of the first season of Naruto. Back when it was like dubbed on Toonami. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
I'm not gonna. Again, shonen action shows. They are not something I want to watch. And I don't mean that they're bad. I mean, I cannot watch them. I get so bored. They are not me. People get bored watching every anime I like. Death Parade. That should be also in my top 5.
Yeah.
I was about to say Death Parade. One of my favorite anime. Everyone thinks it's fucking boring. To Your Eternity. I really love like the first season of that. Everyone thinks it's fucking boring. Everyone thinks every anime I love is boring.
It's because
they're not wrong.
You like the ones that are like allowed to be slow and build up?
Yes.
It's the same problem that like a lot of the Japanese horror has, like the slow build up and the vibe of the world. That's why you get the Summer Hikaru died and it fucking slaps. Go fucking watch it. But like a lot of people are like, where's the slasher or things like that? It's like, do you have a better horror than that? It's good. It's fine.
That's one of the reasons I like anime, is because they are slower. I love that anime can just like sit and chill with stuff. And like enjoy the background and stuff like that. Like, it's okay in a Ghibli movie, I guess, but not in like normal anime.
The end of Naruto. Hey, we're all gonna get laid. Yeah, that sounds right. Because then you have Boruto, and it's like all the kids that none of them stuck around to be parents for. Oh no, I think Naruto does. But Sasuke certainly doesn't. Sasuke takes one look at that and goes, well, that was straight,
I'm gonna
and
draw
leaves.
them like the lamb.
Go to the back.
I fucking love the art style for this game so much. It's so gorgeous, it's so cute, and it's so well done, and the colors are so pretty, and they do so well to contrast the cute stuff with the fucked up shit, and it's so cool, and I love it.
Go to the land where everything's the same, but the gods, as part of the like weird distortion they cause, are just like a photoreal version of the animal instead of the stylized one.
No, I think they do the Eldritch stuff pretty well, honestly. Especially in the new one with like the meat.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, like that was probably like the only thing they could have added to the aesthetic of this game that I was lacking and I didn't even know it. Like, it's so good. Oh my god. And then how the ghost stuff was like, even in the meat place, and how I talked about how it's like deep fried like a meme to make it look like it's hot and like oppressive and hellish, and then how the top looks more like TV static and snow and echoing and blurry. Like, it's so good. It's the same with like the chromatic aberration in the Dead World and how everything is done so like interestingly. It's not just here is a place designed. It's also like, here are the filters, here are the colors. The shading changes with each world. You can even see that when you change your temple. The characters will be a different shade, and they're still having trouble with some of it because they blink a bit. But like the fact that like they'll change the entire color palette on like a 2D game that doesn't have, you know, like lighting features and shit like that, like Unity assets and junk. They'll go through and choose color palettes for this stuff to change the characters and the backgrounds and stuff. And I fucking love it. It's so, like, there's so much artistry in it, and no one ever talks about how fucking gorgeous Cult of the Lamb is. It's so pretty.
I like the idea of like the chromatic aberrations and stuff, like literally a digital problem in an analog horror kind of thing. Yeah. Like, I love that. That's such a good idea.
It does have a good analog horror vibe, but because it's not like stuck in that, it makes it like, it works so damn well.
Yeah.
Cause like, instead of being like, something is messing this up, it's like, your brain cannot completely understand death. So of course, when you go to the world of death, everything has like chromatic aberration and is slightly separated because your brain cannot comprehend this. And that's what they use it for. Hell, like the meat mountain is so fucked up and hellish that things are deep fried because your brain is like, it almost puts the feeling of the art on you as the viewer through the filters that you see the thing. And that's the perfect way to put it, honestly. I love Cult of the Lamb so damn much. It's so good, and no one talks about this shit.
It's literally like the meat haze of madness.
Oh my god, it's so good. I kept my temple with the meat haze.
Yeah,
it was just so good, man.
Because it's supposed to be like pain and like meat all crammed together.
Yeah, because
like,
all the meat is supposed to be in pain, so it feels like oppressive hot pain.
Yeah, like that's such a good visualizing of it.
And it's still so cute.
Meanwhile, we're looking at the, you know, cage in the background that's got little wiggly bits sticking out of it, and it's like, oh, it's adorable.
It's so cute, and it's so, like, oppressive with its cuteness, too. Like, you'll have the most horrifying thing happening, but it will also be cute as fuck, and, like, that is my fucking aesthetic. I love cute things, and I love terrifying, horrible things.
That little, like...
Oh, I love it.
That little, like, antlion meat mouth boss, the little mid-boss. Oh, that was so cool.
And I never really see any, like, video essays or anything going into that. It's just, oh, man, I could gush about it for hours. Like, I don't just like this game because, like, fandom, or, like, I can draw characters for this. No, it is an objectively, like, you can tell from the people who design it.
Oh, no, S-Burb. I saw a Homestuck.
You can tell from the people who design it, they not only know what they're doing, but they're very talented and passionate artistic people.
Yeah. Have a good one, Bard. Yeah, it's just a joy to look at. Like, just sitting there in the rooms and just looking at the walls and shit. There's so much packed in there.
Even like their little animations. They didn't need to do a little animation for all of their stuff, but they do. They didn't need to make an ice sculpture of the lamb and then burn it with a flamethrower. But they did. And it's like, the people who make this, I talked about this, I think, last time, how the Pilgrimage Passage DLC, they could have done something that was more gameplay related, but they're like, no, we want to tell this story because they actually like the world they made and they want to create and tell more stories about it. And that is something I want to see from a content creator, from a game. I want people to not only like what they're creating, but basically be like, oh god, I want to tell more, I want to tell more, I want to tell more.
Yeah, like this is what it would be like living in the world of this place. Like, that's a cool idea. Yes, tell me more. What does Steve, the meat merchant, go through on his Tuesday? I'm happy with this.
Why the moth?
You will learn nothing of the moth and like it.
I know, yeah, I probably will.
Honestly, I like the moth as the like imposter, because that's just fucking funny to me. Of course the moth is an imposter lamb. It's soft and fluffy. Like, that works perfectly. That is a great bit of logic that fits in their world and also tells you exactly fuck all. And the stripper moth is fun.
Oh yeah. I love that, like, Monch doesn't get a lot in there. I don't even think she had a name till, like, they asked people if they wanted to decide on it. I'm glad she has a really cunty grandma. I relate to that woman.
The fucking party grandma running the moth strip club.
Yeah, you get sin, bitch. I don't do, like, friendship. This is sin. We fucking... I ain't gonna make you guys like you more. Bring one over, I'll put them naked and make them dance.
Got like
now get out!
Got like an LED light bar for the moths to dance around on.
That woman's based, honestly. Like, people like Monch so much. I like her. I relate to this woman. This is a good woman.
This chair, I've had it for 10 years. He showed up for a job and I said, "You're a chair now." And he said, "Okay." Like, that's the kind of lady this moth is.
She based as fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go to meat hell and I'm gonna run a strip club.
Alright. There's nothing people pay more for than meat whacking together, apparently. Man, it's just, some of these characters are fucking great.
I love it.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Man, I wish I could do video essays. I'd do a video essay about Cultural Lamb. I'm bad at the talkies. Oh man, this looks, because it's got the nose, this looks so much like Mike Wazowski's stuff. Now that I look at it, because his stuff is very Cult of the Lamb proportioned already, but like, because they don't, like, Cult of the Lamb doesn't do the little noses. Or if they do, they're over here on the side. But he does, so it looks like a Mike Wazowski thing.
Do I know that art style? I'm thinking Mike Wazowski, the one-eyed fucking thing from Monster Inc. So
he does little like TikTok animations of a lot of furry stuff, including Indigo Park. Yeah, I had to sing.
Okay.
Yeah, he does a lot of those. I think we're actually mutuals. He's very talented. I don't actually know if they're a he. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't be saying that. I just saw the Mike Wazowski and I assumed. I'm sorry, I assumed your gender, Mike Wazowski. But you're very talented.
The snoot, honestly, it makes me think of like the little goat boy from Deltarune.
Yeah, that's what their character looks like. They look like the, god of hyperdeath.
Fucking Sparkle Dog in Deltarune. Or Sparkle Goat, I guess.
I also get the, in Undertale and Deltarune, I get the same vibe of love, but it's more mechanics based than it is art based.
I think for them, like, they love those old games.
Yeah.
They love the Mother. They love the, like, Final Fantasy RPGs, like the old school stuff.
Yeah, and I can feel their love in that, but I feel it more in the way it plays and the bizarre ass mechanics that come up and stuff like that, and the way they subvert those gameplay things, and also the music.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel with, like, Toby. I feel it in the gameplay and I feel it in the music. But Cult of the Lamb, I feel it in the artistry and all the silly little things they add, too. Both of those are good. Neither one is better than the other. Cult of the Lamb appeals to me more directly, but they're both great, and I hope more people make more things forever.
Art keys, jingle jingle.
Yeah, art keys jingling in front of me are a little more distracting than mechanic keys, though I do like mechanical, like, meta stuff a lot.
And you got really good at the bullet hell games in Delta.
Yeah, well, yeah. Back when I was younger, I wasn't good at a bunch of games, but now I'm really good at, like, bullet hells and rhythm games. Two things I was shit at to start with. And now I'm, like, better than, like, I'd probably say the average person.
Just like a fucking Toho player just one-shotting Deltarune. Or, I mean, Undertale.
Yeah. Well, that was what inspired that kind of stuff, was Toho.
That would be really fucking funny to see like a Toho speedrunner playing Undertale. Just watch them like, what, you guys think this is hard?
It's kind of wild. I never played or even knew about Toho, because I guess in the States you could only probably get it through pirating.
Yeah.
But it's been part of like my lexicon and like in my orbit my entire life. Originally from like Miku Miku Dance stuff, and then from Undertale stuff, which is wild.
Yeah, I always knew about it from, like you said, like memes like that, and then like...
And the music.
The music. And like, I knew about the games, but...
I knew they were games.
Yeah, I've seen the games at cons and stuff, because people bootleg them and then they have them there. So like, I've seen them, but I've never actually been able to play them because like, I didn't have the bootlegs at the time.
And you could probably find them, but like, I didn't, so...
And they never, like, that kind of game never appealed to me either. Like, it's just not my kind of jam. Like, I could feel my smooth brain starting to overheat looking at those bullet patterns.
And I didn't really get into indie games until much later in life, because I was a console gamer for most of my life, unfortunately. Which is a real shame, because I that's the whole reason I got into PC gaming was indie games, because they did weird shit.
Yeah.
I like my weird shit.
It's so funny how much like indie games now are so big and so available on PC to just play like all the weird shit, just like I had an idea and I wanted to do this kind of thing. And like that is just now a viable thing on PC. Just like, yeah, slap it up on Steam. A bunch of freaks will find it and then you're gonna have fans forever.
I know, I love it.
Like that to me is as it should be.
I think it's great that so many people can share their content these days. I mean, if I was born, you know, a few years earlier, I would have not have been able to share my art and stuff the way I did. I don't know what job I would have probably had. Probably nothing, honestly.
But like there is such an ability to put stuff out there that like one of the most prevalent developers on PlayStation actually got banned because all it was a slop generator. Not even slop, but like an asset flip kind of thing that was for like you pay like a couple bucks and get a platinum trophy to make your profile look better kind of thing. And they had like thousands on PlayStation.
I could see that.
So like even that, as garbage as it is, those people are literally able to just make a living off of that, just cranking out stuff. Because they are able to find a niche, find a market that never existed when we were growing up, and then feed that market.
I mean, people did, but it was things like, for the most part, they were just like fan-made games. Like Toho was like doujinshi games. Look at Yume Nikki, which probably never made money until recently during its whole entire existence, despite the fact that it was like incredibly influential.
Yeah, like a lot of the Flash games and stuff did get really big, but like you couldn't make money off of that. Like there was no way to get paid for that to make that your living. Unless you like, I don't know, maybe like some of the early YouTube stuff maybe, but even then, like there wasn't a direct way to give money to creator for product.
And yet people still created. Which goes to show they always will.
You can't not. It's just there. You gotta.
I think that's kind of beautiful in a way. It's the same with like Comiket and doujinshi, because you can't make too much money off of doujinshi.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to break even. You have to break even, or they'll you might get in trouble for copyright shit and tax stuff.
Yep.
So you're literally just doing it for like the love of the game, and at best, like if you are a professional artist or something, to get people to go to like your Pixiv.
Please look at my other stuff. Thank you.
But like, it's sad that these days, like I remember growing up, people were like, why do you care, you know, if people, you know, likes have no value and stuff like that. But these days they do, because there are people who are influencers and stuff like that. So everything, including like just what you post online, is so commodified and so geared towards making money. And yet, people still made things when they couldn't make any money. In fact, like, people made more things because now they could share them even if they didn't make any money off of them. I imagine, like, early internet, there was like a huge boon because people were like, what? People actually want to look at this? Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely, like, as far as like Flash stuff goes, there was, you know, the massive Flash boom of like Newgrounds and things like that. Where,
Not to mention webcomics and stuff. No one thought they would make money when they first made them.
like, oh god, there was literally an entire website that all it was like Mega Man sprite comics.
I was into the Sonic ones. Fan fiction is still not necessarily monetized unless you like make your own thing. People still make that for fun too. I think it's kind of like the last one, honestly. It's getting there. But it's kind of amazing that people, you know, whenever I hear people talk about the AI stuff, it always makes me sad because they're like, fuck you artists, you know, you charged us for this shit. It's like, they only charged you because like they have so much they need to do and they don't have time to do all your stuff. I would personally do every commission asked of me for free because I love to do commissions, but I can't because I don't have all the time in the world. I'd never be able to do my stuff.
And also, like, you need to eat.
Yeah, you need to eat, and it takes time and it takes work and it takes effort. And the fact that, like, once, like, this AI shit came out and people were like, ha, take that, artists, keeping it from us. When, like, artists were just, like, they were making stuff when they made no money. They'll make stuff when they, again, make no money. It will literally never stop. People just love to make and create things. And the fact that, like, people have that thought is like, haha, now I can just make money off of this producing slop. It's so sad.
And it's so stupid, too, because, like, they're the kind of people that are like, they're artists for keeping this from us. It's like, you cannot keep artists from producing. What do you mean artists were keeping it from you? They were beating you in the face with it repeatedly.
They were making my thing for free.
And there's always been those kind of people like, hey, I want this, this, and this. And they'll be like, okay, it's going to cost you this. No, I just want you to do it.
I don't have time.
Why do you think they should? Would you do this for free? For someone you've never met? No? Then why should they? And I don't understand that, like just fifth grader childhood thoughts that go into that. Like, bruh, you don't do that. Why should they?
See, that's another thing though. You get art for free online. Artists have to post their stuff up for people to find it to begin with. So to me, like, you're already getting all this shit for free. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But also, like, I always considered paying for art to be, or paying Patreon, be like, I really like your stuff. I would like to see more. Here is some money. You're basically paying to see more of something you already like.
Yeah.
Whereas commissions are like paying to see something more you already like, specifically in the direction of something I want.
Yeah.
And not to mention Cooper.
That's what I always consider, like, consider like Patreon is just, hey, I like what you're doing, here's a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody piles in, and that way this person's able to keep doing it because people just want to see it.
Yeah. It's never been, I am paying you for a good, even though, like, commissions can be like that. I'm not saying, like, you're not getting a good with commissions, obviously, like that. But I never really saw it like that. I always saw it like, I like what you do. I would like to see you make more of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to slightly push you in the direction of something.
Yeah, I figure commissions are a personalized version of their art, as opposed to just seeing more of their regular art.
Yeah, that's what I always considered anyway. If I ask someone to do something, I'm usually just like, I just want to see you do more.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't even want anything. Like, I've gotten commissions from people, because I don't do a lot of commissions, because I rather do my own stuff. I really actually don't like people doing stuff for me. It bothers me. I like to have control over it if I'm making something. And not in like a well, I guess it's like in a control freak way, but it's more like
you want to do
I can't explain myself, and I rather make it myself. So, but whenever I do get something, it's usually either one, it's something I couldn't do in the first place because of the media, or two, like one of the mutuals I had was having financial trouble. So I was like, oh, well, they're taking commissions for financial trouble. Can I get some, like, emotes of my characters? And I was like, please don't stress out about this. Take as long as you want. I don't even care if they don't get done. I like your art. I'm slightly pushing it in the direction of something I want. I just want you to have money. Yeah. Because I like your stuff. Giving you, like, $30 is not going to hurt me right now, thankfully. And I think it'd be really fun to have this for my patrons. as like emotes for the thing. And I'm already bad at emotes anyway, so there we go.
But like, I follow a lady on Blue Sky who does like the medieval woman sprawled across a couch kind of thing, but only with like college frat fuckboys kind of thing, right? And that shit's hilarious. So like 100%, that's the kind of thing I'd be like, hello, here's a couple bucks for your Patreon. Keep doing this. That's funny.
I like Amelia Dory. I pay her for her things on Patreon.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, aha, this is a chuckle for my day. Good. And so like, and by the same token, I think of like getting a commission as like, I want this painting upon my wall, or like that kind of thing, right? I just think it's fun.
I just like to see artists and I want them to make more things.
Yeah.
Please make more things, artist. I wish to see.
Create. You've livened my day.
I already see your shit for free. I would like to see more. Here is money. Make more.
It's like that, you know, I don't, like, I like to watch Punchy do his speed runs and stuff. Because he is both, like...
I like to listen to his video essays.
Yeah, and he has a really good understanding of games, so I like to watch him do the speed runs because he talks about, like, the underlying fundamentals of both the speed run and why...
Oh, that's right, Cat Turn upgraded, so they already got their request, so we don't need that one.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the same thing, it's just a bust instead of a full body. So.
But like, so that's, I like Punchy. So like watching on YouTube where they get the ad revenue, like, cool, all right. So I get to see more Punchy do more Punchy thing. And that makes me happy. And I just like to be able to like directly support people to see the things that I want to see instead of just like hoping for the best kind of thing. Though it is funny that like you said, you can't stop artists from arting, and the Kill 6 Billion Demons person, that lady has started back up again now that she's healed from having another child. She was like, hey guys, I'm gonna have to take a break for a month because I'm literally having a baby. And everyone in the comments was like, yo, it's okay, this ain't AO3, you're fine.
Yo.
But like, yeah, that lady just fucking, like, I love to look at just the sheer volume of stuff that lady puts into her art. Like, that is, like, as a person with a positively frightening attention to detail.
Gotta love it.
Like, some of those scenes where it's, like, a whole room where, like, a thing is going on, but it's, like, a zoomed out thing, so you can see, like, everybody in like the back of the room or over here or this, that, and the other. So you have a really good sense of scale because there's like 40 guys in this fucking picture. You didn't have to draw all of those people, but Backgrounds George can't help herself.
Yes, you did have to draw it.
She's literally Details George. She cannot help herself, and I'm not gonna tell her to stop.
This is actually a pretty good expression for this. But obviously not a Cyclops.
Need more Cyclopses. Everybody lined up for the blinding machine. We need more Cyclopses.
I'll tell you, Cyclops rock, but then you go ahead and break my heart.
You put your eye out with that thing. Cyclopsinator 9000. I saw Minerva had made a joke about like, I'm tired of seeing these like monster men and it's just like a dude wearing horns or something. Just quit with this pathetic shit.
We've come back around, I guess.
She's like, quit with this pathetic shit. I want real monsters. And one of her friends comments on there, no male VTuber designs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but
Did you put yours up there?
No,
You should. You're not really a monster though, you're a puppet.
I'm a Muppet. I could be monsters.
You could be a monster. Some Muppets are monsters.
It just depends on if you think a Muppet is monstrous. They are pretty weird.
I mean, there's a lot of Sesame Street characters that are monsters.
There's Oscar. There's Cookie Monster. There's the Martians.
Elmo's a monster. If they're fuzzy, they're usually monsters.
Generally.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It's just what their species is kind of called.
Then there's the Freedom Eagle.
They kind of do that in Avenue Q as like a racist thing.
I'm not shocked.
Well, it's supposed to be like, you know,
Yeah.
you're racist about monsters, basically.
But I'm not gay. But they were, all of them, gay. So very gay.
That fucking show ages worse every damn year, and it beat out Wicked. Look what we remember, though.
I mean, we even have a Wicked movie now, and it's still like, people still remember Avenue Q.
I don't think people do, for the most part. Just people like us who it was like a meme culture back in the day.
True, we are old.
I hate to tell you this, hon. Yeah, most people don't.
I don't know. I think that falls under the same category as like what we were talking about earlier with the new Glitch show. Like that kind of humor and directing works fine for some people, and it's probably going to appeal to those kind of people. And for the rest of us, it's really just kind of either bland or kind of aged. And
honestly, I'm surprised the Book of Mormon is so popular, considering it's incredibly fucking racist.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, but it is incredibly fucking racist.
Yeah. I wonder if that's one of those, like...
It's still going around.
Yeah. You were watching that thing with Daria earlier, and, like, she wrote the, like, anti-capitalist thing, and they're like, ha ha ha, this is such a good, lighthearted spoof. And she was like, no, I meant all of that.
I mean, I am known for watching things that are problematic and bad. I'm a horror fan.
I mean, yes. Yeah.
Just period. Like, everything I like is problematic. And I don't think you shouldn't watch problematic material, but I do think you should be aware.
Acknowledge it, yeah.
You should be aware. In fact, I think that makes problematic material better. Especially if it's like so old, or the person who made it, like reading Harry Potter and stuff like that. Reading it is nothing, but like supporting it, you could argue is more problematic on the scale. But like if you read H.P. Lovecraft stuff, like people don't even relate it back to the fact that it's really xenophobic anymore. Like I'm pretty sure you're not hurting anyone, but you should know like why. It's the same with like why they wear the gloves in cartoons and stuff like that. Yeah, that comes from a problematic place. People have no idea any fucking more.
Yeah.
Learn about it, know about it, and then enjoy your thing.
Yeah, that's what I like with like Looney Tunes. That's one of the things they like directly do. It's just like, hey, this happened. It's from an older time, and we should still see it and know that it's bad.
In fact, I think it's better. Like as long as you have the right, if you're watching it in the right situation where you're being told about why it's problematic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And use it to examine problematic elements, because otherwise you get people doing blackface and they don't know why it's bad. That's the thing.
You know, acknowledge it and understand it. Don't just try to like close your eyes and ignore it.
Yeah. Learn from it. But just putting it out in front of people is not good. The way like Confederate statues are not good. They glorify it. But it is good to talk about, like, if they're in like a museum and you're talking about the Confederacy and stuff like that and the things that happened and why and the horrors and, you know, all this stuff and the history of it, that's fine. You should learn about that. If you don't, you get your shit's going on now.
I mean, like the that one thing that was talking about the BioShock Infinite with like the Native American exhibit in there. Like, yeah, you should know about that kind of stuff because that is literally part of our history, that people both did that kind of thing and also portrayed it that way too. So like that is something that we should talk about. And yeah, history can be bad, and it doesn't mean that you are bad as a future product of that history.
Just because I like horror doesn't mean I'm a bad person for liking horror.
Mm-hmm. But maybe acknowledge that, yeah, a lot of these things have like bury your gaze and stuff like that in there. And then it leads to the rabbit hole of learning why.
Yeah, I think if anything, I think I like horror more because I like learning about why and stuff.
Mm-hmm. The Hays Code. Nixon. Oh wait, no, that's a different one.
That's a different one, yeah.
But you can almost always blame Nixon for stuff. Or Reagan. We actually were going down a rabbit hole earlier with Fallout and trying to figure out if Nixon was part of things because of like the commie pinko jokes.
Mm-hmm. See, Fallout is interesting. I like what they're doing with it. Like, some people don't seem to get it because I guess it's not... Same like The Boys. I guess it's not...
It's direct enough.
Direct enough.
But like, even just that, I know like the commie pinko stuff because of my dad, who as a Gen Xer would have been raised by boomers and stuff like that. So like, I learned such weird old archaic terms from him, and I had no idea of like what the origin of that was, why that was a thing. So then reading about it, learning about it was really interesting. Learning about like why they called you pinko, because you're not a card-carrying communist, so you're not fully red. You're just a little like off to the left. But it also...
It usually means they're like suspect that you could be sympathetic to the Reds. Even just being sympathetic to communism is bad.
And it also...
And it's not even like fucking communism. It's like...
just being a leftist at all.
Just being suspicious of the American government. Like at best. And that's not cleavage. I thought it was cleavage. It's a bell.
And it comes back... I did too.
Oh, that's not cleavage.
That's not titties.
That's not titties.
But
that's a bell. I thought it was cleavage. Whoopsies.
But like, it also comes back to the like, haha, you're not manly enough to be a red-blooded American. Like, it comes back to that kind of stuff too.
Well, yeah, because like being communist is also tied to like helping people.
Oh, you care about people?
There's that one like article from forever ago. Is like, are men avoiding green activities because they're considered not manly? Like recycling, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, which is funny because like, say it's not manly to somebody that builds a fucking windmill. I'll wait. Like, yeah,
well, that's the thing. Like, all of that is tied to so much performative masculinity. You end up kind of stuck with it, even if the other outcome is better. Same with like coal and all this other shit. Like, unfortunately, that's what happens.
Yeah, and like...
If you can't perform your masculinity, what are you supposed to do? You can only perform it because it's not real. If you take the means of which they can perform their masculinity with, the only ways they know how, they panic. So they need you to reinstate that so that they can do it.
All I can do is perform it because everything else is just the Marlboro Man and spaghetti westerns.
That's why they want those back. They want like the performative masculinity. They want the rules at which they can follow.
I mean, even just like the Thor in the one Avengers thing where like everything had gone bad and he was just depressed because he like had fucking trauma. Like the dude went through some shit and they lost and half of the people in the world died. Like that's pretty fucking bad. You would feel bad about that. And they're like, haha, fat Thor. Like, he's got PTSD, dude. You probably know someone who has PTSD if you're in America.
I mean, we've had like a 20 years war.
Like, I'm gonna guarantee you, if you are in America, you probably know at least one person who has PTSD from something. And so, like, to just be like, haha, he's weak because of that. It's like, wow, you completely fucking missed the point here, buddy. And that shows you how performative it is when even, like, the idea of someone not being strong all of the time forever is just, like, offensive and grosses you out.
You see, like, the men's right activists and stuff like that will argue about this, being like, men kill themselves way more than blah, blah, blah. But then, like, when they see stuff like that, they get mad about it. It's like, we're trying to help you talk about your feelings, bro. It's like, I don't want to talk about my feelings.
Like, Oh,
but you should feel bad for me because men kill themselves. You should make me better. It's like, that's something you gotta do, bro. That's something that's part of your life.
And also, like, just, oh, men should be strong and be able to do whatever they want. And it's like, okay, cool. The guy that plays Wolverine wants to do opera.
Yeah, because he's good at it.
'Cause
He was that before. I think he should be the Phantom of the Opera.
Like, I'm going to tell you this right now. He does not like being Wolverine. He especially doesn't like all the diet and all the other bullshit he has to perform to do that performative masculine role. He wants to go sing about fucking all this for a loaf of bread. Like, if you knew what he was and what he wanted to do,
He was that before he was Wolverine.
him being strong is doing that. And especially, like, you know, to show you again how performative it is, they're like, oh, Captain America, that actor is strong. He's the manliest man. And it's like, cool, he did ballet.
Yeah.
That's why he's strong.
Some men will do everything possible, including, like, go to war, but won't talk about their damn feelings.
It's just like...
It's like the men who are like, I would take a bullet for you. It's like, will you take out the trash? Will you clean the dishes when I don't have to ask you to? No.
Literally today, I went out and took out the trash.
Thank you, honey. And I got it together for you. I appreciate it.
The snow is actually, like, it is pretty high in a lot of places. They have, like, started plowing, but
They can't
not
keep
fully.
up with it.
Yeah, like, it is, like, 8 inches of snow, and, like, it has to go somewhere and start melting a bit before they can really clear things out.
Yeah.
So, meh. Yeah, right? Soft is understand, like, real strength is knowing what you are good at and then knowing what others are good at. Like,
It's one of the reasons I like Dr. Stone, because
Yeah.
the whole point of Dr. Stone is the smart man knows what he can't do, so he gets other people to help. That's literally the whole plot. And then you have things like Rick and Morty where he just does everything because he's smart and succeeds,
Yeah.
where in real life that's not how it works. Like, humans are tribal animals, not...
yeah.
Being smart is not something that means you know everything. Being smart means you know how to do your one thing really well. And then other people can do their one thing really well. Maybe 2 things, who the fuck knows? But you can't do it by yourself.
Right. And
Intelligence is extremely subjective, and you shouldn't value one over the other unless, like, it's for a specific task you're doing.
And like a smart person should know to use all the tools at hand.
Exactly.
And a smart person should know that I can struggle and make a mediocre thing, or this guy who spent his entire life working the forge can make me some fucking wires. Like, that is straightforward. I could do this if I did everything myself like a big smarty smart man, but that's stupid and would give me lesser results. Like, and like when I was down there in Texas with the drones, like that one guy was incredibly good at coding and incredibly good at programming, and the other thing that he did was organize people. That was like his, like, everybody was already working on their other stuff, and yeah, he could go over to that guy and be like, I'm going to take over and do your coding too. But that guy already worked on that stuff, and he just needed direction. So that's what he did, and then he let that guy do his thing. And that was such a more efficient and better use of his time, and worked out way better because of it.
Humans are tribal creatures. We work together, not alone. If I wanted to make something like an animation, if I had the time and money to do that, I would probably find people to help me, because that's something I'm not good at. And that's fine. I can't be good at everything.
Yeah.
I'm good at comics.
Yeah. And pinups.
I could be better. I'm good at a specific kind of pinup.
Well, the obvious solution to that is to do more pinups.
Yeah.
Darn shame, really. Gotta do more pinups.
Yep, I'm always trying to improve.
Team up with that, the one pinup guy that streams, Phil Tomato.
No. No.
Wife idol looks up to.
I did apply for this fantasy pinup thing, but I don't know if I'll qualify. But I applied, so.
Mm-hmm. That's the
I
first
know
step.
I'm not great, but I do what I do decently, so I figured maybe I'd be a pitch hitter or something.
You do it well, and you do it in a reasonable time.
I make my money doing my stuff. That's the best I can really hope for. I'm hoping I haven't reached like the edge of my ability.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping not, but if I do, that is still something that's fine, because you know I'm making enough money to live off of, and I'm having fun. But I always want to improve.
Yeah.
So I guess if I just could never improve ever again, that would make me a little sad.
Yeah. Well, one of the things is just reaching out to other professionals and asking them about, like, what style studies have you used or things like that. Because they're going to have information and knowledge and experience that you do not, because they're experiencing it from an angle that you do not. So
Yeah,
maybe they've tried
but
something.
it's hard to find time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm taking a week off just to try to catch up on my shit so I can do some Woolhaven stuff.
Because Woolhaven was cool.
It was very fun and cool.
Good story.
But I gotta figure out how I'm gonna divide it up first before I do anything, because I don't want to do something and then it gets too long.
You're not doing it for a manga.
I also like usually try to skip a lot of fight stuff. I'm not a fight drawer. I'm sorry, it's not my thing. I don't do combat.
You're not a shonen.
I could do it, but I'd have to plan a lot, and it's not really something I want to do. So I don't.
Fighting is just porn with weapons, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'd rather do porn though.
Yeah.
It's more fun for me. I have more references for it.
There was.
It's more spiritually satisfying.
It's true. There was back in the day when I watched Corridor Digital. One of the people that they talked with was this guy that did essentially anime in real life videos, where he would do like, because he was like a stunt double and that kind of stuff, right? So he could do action stuff quite well. But he would also do a lot of the like editing and special effects to make it look like an anime style thing. And I used to love watching those, but I could definitely see I could see how he was thinking as far as like storyboarding it kind of thing. And that was so cool to watch. Because you could see like the manga style, like this to this to this to this kind of thing. Like the transitions, how it would have been in the panels on the storyboard and that kind of jazz. And then executing it both in like the physical acting as well as like then doing the special effects to boost that.
I love doing boarding and stuff on my comics, figuring out how it's gonna be like done and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite parts.
I have created the framework for this thing. All right, off you go. Someone else do it.
No, I mean I like doing like the format of comics and stuff, and
Yeah.
figuring out how to express it. And when I come up with something really neat, it's always fun.
Yeah.
I hope like people appreciate it. I know doing interesting comic setups isn't all that big anymore, because like just stick things on fucking
Yeah.
Pinterest and Instagram, and they only want you to do it in like 4x4 squares, and I hate that.
And the endless scroll down kind of ones.
I don't like those formats. I don't mind doing long comics. I do think that's fun. But I don't want to do it the way that they do them on that, because they do them pretty much like all panels go down.
Yeah.
I'm more like a weave across type deal. No problem, Bob. I'll put it in the request channel.
Yeah, and I do think that like, I think that's like limits the storytelling too, because you're like, if everybody's doing it all the same way, you're gonna make a lot of the same choices. Whereas like, I think the ones that get a lot more interest and people enjoy them more are the ones that do more weird things with the panels. Like Homestuck, if it was a man wall and the scrolly kind of thing, would not be the same and would not have gotten as big because it didn't have all the weirdness that was going on with it.
Yeah, Homestuck does its own wild thing. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate it.
So, like, that, I don't know. I think that limitation, there's going to be people that grow with it and do creative stuff with it, but I think that by its nature, it's limiting from the start.
Yeah, there's always people who will figure out how to make something cool from something that's limiting. Like the people who draw like the Mona Lisa in MS Paint. Like, people will find out how to make cool shit no matter what, but things like the scroll comics and stuff, it encourages habits that I do not like, including like lots of empty space, lots of basically keep you going forever, so there's no like end to a page. There's no like conclusion. You basically have to keep people's reactions at the same level the entire time. So there's no ebb and flow to it. The fact that, like, for one, they're underpaid and a lot of them are very clickbaity because they just want to get you in there to get in the scroll time.
It also
that's not the artist's fault, but it does encourage that, and it encourages a lot of clickbaity, what do you call it? Cliffhanger type shit. Like, oh no, this happened, and like to keep you reading. Yeah,
it feels a lot like
because you don't have a dedicated like stop and start. You have to constantly being like, oh no, and like that's not good for storytelling.
Yeah. It feels a lot like like what the mangakas have to do in like the magazines, where they're not sure that they're gonna have it from week to week. So you gotta have all these hooks and these cliffhangers, and you're not really getting good conclusions to things or satisfying feeling stuff because like you've gotta have the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And no one is made for endless.
Yeah.
Because you just can't do good storytelling that way, where you like...
I will say, if nothing else, mangaka are probably, like, as far as like what they want to do with their story, depending on the place they work, they're allowed to do like one-shots or full stories and stuff like that, whereas you're not allowed to really do that as much in other
in magazines and stuff.
Yeah.
Or in comics. Heaven forbid you have like a comic that's got some kind of like distinct arc that you want to go through.
Man, I hate that when people like something, they want, like, more of the story, even if the story is concluded. It's like, I want more. It's like, no, sometimes they should just end.
Yeah. Like, I 100%, there's been a few things where, like, I really like this, I want more of this, but, like, it's done. It's done. It was done well. It ended. I'm sad that it ended, and I really like this person's, like, style, but I do not want you to do more of it. Because it ended, and that's okay.
I was antsy about Deltarune, but thankfully it went off on its own thing, more or less.
It wasn't just Undertale
It wasn't just more Undertale, because I don't want more Undertale. I think Undertale was like a perfect story as is, so I do not want more Undertale.
I want more Toby Fox. I don't necessarily want more Undertale.
Oh, I wasn't even necessarily like more Toby Fox, because honestly I thought he did such a good job. I was like, you know what, Based, do whatever you want from now on. I'll be here to see it, but like if you do nothing else forever, Based.
Yeah, and like some people...
I also want my artist to rest, so...
Yeah.
There's also that.
Take a fucking nap, you little bastard.
You did a good job. Stop.
It is okay.
I should clip that. Rest, you idiots. Spray bottle.
The manager spray bottle at an artist.
I say that, I won't. I took a week off. I took a week off from art. What am I doing? Art. But it's my art, so.
Yeah, it's different.
My hand hurt. Because stop the art.
My hand hurt now. Have you been doing art today? Yes. How long? Don't remember.
I had someone ask us like, well, when do you stop? And I was like,
why? You can stop.
I don't want to stop. It's what I do for fun. I have legit cried when I couldn't draw before. Like, it gives me a panic attack. And I don't mean like I couldn't, like I didn't have any inspiration. There's always something I can think of or something I can work on. Hell, sometimes I just leave sketch concepts in my folders to potentially do later. But I didn't have the time to do it because my life was too busy, and I legit had a meltdown. My goal in life was to get a job so I could do art in my spare time. I never thought about the fact that I could do it for money.
You could do art as the job. Why?
And now I have college
Shock
debt.
Pikachu
Hooray. Thankfully, the government's too distracted to care about that right now, so...
Yeah.
Well, not thankfully. People are dying. Never mind. That was mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta take the small favors where we can. Some of the stuff is just... You gotta...
Out of all the crazy shit he's done, he forgot about college shit.
Well, I mean, like, he's not... Everybody wants to put him up on some kind of pedestal, but, like, he is not a business genius. This man...
No, he's an idiot.
This guy is a fucking idiot. He bankrupted casinos. Do you know what kind of fuck up you gotta be to mess up a casino? The thing designed around addiction and making infinite money? Like, it's like the people that think Elon Musk is some kind of genius.
Oh, Elon Musk is a fucking idiot.
Oh, I'm gonna make this thing specifically to be a child porn engine. That is literally the only thing it can do is lie and create child porn. This can't be bad.
Literally, all that man did was have enough money to get in on the ground floor of internet shit, and then just kept money.
And even that he was gonna
and
fuck
bought
up.
things. Yeah, then that he almost fucked up a lot of them. He did fuck up a bunch of them. He's fucked up a lot of things, but no one fucking cares.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has enough money to keep fucking things up. If
Yeah.
I fuck something up, I'm fucked forever. He fucks something up, he barely even notices.
Yep. Like his dad had an emerald mine, so he was already started from money. He literally almost fucked up a thing that was at his very beginning, and other people ignored him and did something else, and that did really well. Like, pretty much every time he has had any kind of success is entirely in spite of himself.
Because he can.
Yeah.
He can keep trying and keep doing. Something's gonna stick, or he can say something stuck. Or he already has money, so he must be like a good person or good at his job. He failed into success. He failed upwards.
The man who can afford to keep pulling the lever forever will eventually get a jackpot.
That is apparently how he gambles too.
Yeah.
Like when he plays poker. If he loses, he just goes gets more chips.
I'm
That's
not
not a good poker player.
No.
Can't
Yeah.
play a video game, pay people to do it for you. See, I'm good at video games.
How fucking sad was that?
You can't even do the things for fun,
Yeah.
right?
Like, bruh. And like, that's like faking Path of Exile. Of all things to fake, like, no one's going to think you're cool for Path of Exile. Path of Exile people don't even think they're cool for paying Path of Exile. Like, what was even the plan there?
I have this theory that the only reason Elon Musk tries to get on a nerd and meme culture is because growing up he realized he was too annoying to get with the popular kids. So he thought with his money and like power and stuff to do the nerd things that and the meme shit that everyone was talking about, that the nerds would like him.
Yeah.
And unfortunately some do, but not a lot. And
And
he's so pissed that the nerds also don't like his ass
Like-
sometimes.
Most people just think he's fucking lame and weird, and he's like, how dare, you're supposed to be beneath me, you nerds.
Yeah, that's it. He wasn't popular enough to be with the popular people, so he's like, I'll get with the nerds, because the nerds are so pathetic that they'll like me. And I'll do the meme stuff, but he doesn't realize, like, memes don't work that way.
It's the fucking Big Bang, like,
Yeah.
nerd face kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
he's not a nerd, he's just trying to pretend to be one because he knows people who aren't nerds still won't like him.
It's just so weird to me. It's like, you picked the kind of people that would objectively hate your ass because you're either A, not actually good at gaming and nerds and meme stuff, or B, because like everybody else is gonna be like, oh, why are you a nerd? So like you put yourself into the locker and then complained about getting stuck.
Well, he tried to be, like, really liberal with stuff, and he was an asshole and people didn't like him enough
Yeah.
because he does
Because
you
he's
know,
a
horrible
moneyed
business
rich
shit.
person and he's an asshole.
So he tried to do nerd stuff because the nerds will like him, and they didn't 100% like him. Because if you don't 100% like him, then you hate him. Like, then he hates it. So he's gone over to like the conservative path, and even they got mad at him. Like, that's all he cares about is people like him enough. Because he doesn't like himself.
He is literally a person who was asked, "Are you happy with this?" And he's like, "I'm never happy." Which, like, in any other person who did not put himself into the torment nexus, you'd be like, "Oh, that's kind of sad. Now I feel bad for him." But he's the one that put himself there. He's the one that continues to put himself in the situations that make him unhappy. Like, bro, I cannot help you. You have done this to yourself.
I think human beings in general are happy by completing things, like having a goal and getting that goal and that kind of stuff. And when you're rich, it's like if you play a game that you pay to win. So you're never 100% satisfied.
Yeah.
Because you never had the goal that you completed. You're always kind of like never 100% happy with yourself because you never did the work.
You're in the tutorial all the time. Like, everything is a tutorial for you, so it's always a little simpler, a little different, and you're not really getting a full experience.
You never have the satisfaction of completing something because you've never completed something. Someone else did it for you.
Yeah.
So of course you're never like 100% happy. I mean, no one's 100% happy, but you're never really satisfied with life because you can just have everything at the push of a button. It was like, I played, I remember once I picked up one of the Harvest Moon games. And I was like, oh, I played this when I was younger, so I'll put in the code to give you everything. And then I did that, and then I realized, wait, I don't have to work for anything. I don't want to play.
Yeah.
And so I stopped playing. And I was like, that's basically what their lives are. That's your life when you're rich. You're born with all of the things in a game where the point is to work to do the things, and that gives you the happy chemicals. And they can never work to do the things. They can never get that sense of achievement. So they're basically playing a game, and even though they're winning, they're always losing. At least that's like my head theory about it.
They put in the quarter and it just says, "You won."
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And the only way they can like get off on that is by pointing at other people and being like, "You lost." That's another reason why they're so vindictive and why they need that like class thing. Because like, as shit as I feel, at least I'm not as low as the person who didn't pay. Like, that's apparent. Like, they talk to whales, and that's like why they get it. They do it because they get the satisfaction of having people below them on the totem pole in the game.
Even when it's just like something like Arknights, where it's like, okay, cool. There was League of Legends started having like whaling skins basically, and people were like, this is the lamest shit. And there were still some people that were definitely whaling, but like in a East versus West kind of situation, like in a lot of the rest of the world, having that whaling skin makes you the target of bullying. Because people are like, that is fucking lame. This is the only thing you have going for you? Wow, loser.
Yeah, because you didn't do anything to achieve it besides pay money.
Yeah. So like the Cybertruck skin in Fortnite, and that like especially that one in League of Legends, the people that had the whaling skin were almost always either like their teammates would just like fuck around and lose on purpose, or like they would just get ganged up on by other players, like the enemy team. So like it was objectively a pay to lose situation.
Yeah.
And like good.
Yeah. You got something with no effort. Of course people aren't going to be liking that. And it's a community game, so.
Yeah, especially the freaking Cybertruck one.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny though.
That were. Like, and some games have actually, like, it's really up in the air whether or not it was intentional or not, but they had like, you paid money for this skin and it is actually like worse. There was one, there's been a couple, but one of them in Call of Duty, like, you paid money for this fancy skin, and one of the things that it does is it does a whole bunch of effects and shit. And when those effects start going off, it actively makes it hard for you to see the screen. So like you are having a worse experience because if you zoom in the scope and you actually shoot somebody, you can't use the scope anymore for a couple of seconds because all that crap in the way. And that's good. Fuck 'em. Because they also had ones where like, yeah, if you buy this skin, you are in an all black outfit that blends into the shadows. So you are just objectively harder to hit. That is not fair to other people. And like they had a pretty cool extraction mode for a little bit until they started selling skins that like you're in a Escape from Tarkov style game and you start off with a backpack. You have a guaranteed backpack. So no matter what, you can get more loot and start better than anybody else. That is not fair and that undermines the whole game. Which is actually when I stopped playing it. Because even though it was fucking free, I'm not going to deal with that shit. You start selling actual gameplay advantage, fuck off.
Understandable.
Yeah. Real bummer, because like it was a pretty good gameplay mode, but, I'm not going to deal with like pay to win as well as Tarkov players. Because there were some people that were just like, man, Tarkov sucks. I'm going to go play this thing. And they keep moving on to the next thing like a plague of locusts. And now all these businesses are desperately trying to spend money for Tarkov style games. Because reasons.
Yeah, that's another thing. If no one plays the game that you're playing, who are you going to wail at?
Yeah, right?
You can't get the satisfaction of pissing someone off because there's no one to piss off.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the only way to win.
You're not the cool guy anymore.
There's no one below you,
Mm-hmm.
which is the only reason you're playing.
I really like in Warframe where like not only is it just like dress up your Barbie is the end game, but like dress up your Barbie and then show it to other people so they can go, wow, that's so cool, and then show you theirs. And what's more, some of the really fancy shit that you know people have spent money on is money that has gone directly to the creator of the fancy shit who also plays the game.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm a whaler. I've spent all of this money, and here's this artist I supported, and this artist I supported, and this like.
Oh man, I love that when I like show off the shit I bought from someone online. I'm like, yeah, check this out. I got this. I got this from this person. I got this from this person. I get so excited. It's like, yeah.
And I love that in like when it is a like a fancy item that you're going to buy, and it actually like it costs the real money, right? And not only does it like you can buy it with directly, not like with the currency or anything, you can just buy it directly, but also it says this thing was created by so and so. Like it specifically calls them out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's like, no, we have an art community here. They're part of the game. You will like them. And I'm like, okay. Which is as it should be. I gotta imagine there's some kind of RP community in Warframe too. Because you don't have those kind of like character designs and that level of dress up Barbie without like having an RP community too. Because I mean, like, you've seen how it is in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 14 definitely has an RP community. They also need to shut up. Just, it's not that hard, guys. You cannot do these things in public spaces. It's okay.
No.
For fuck's sake.
This is my right as an American. I thought this was America.
Oh God, a couple of times on stream, I'm like, and we're going to a different place. This is like, I'll start to see someone say something in chat, and I'm like, nope, leaving.
I thought this was America.
It's like, you fucking idiots. There are private channels. You could still do this in public. Just have private channels. There was a big thing with the one in the South America update for Final Fantasy 14. There's this one area, and there were a lot of chairs that were at certain heights. And so there were a lot of character models who would be there in those areas at certain heights. That's all you have to say. And people were like, oh wow, this is perfect. And everyone's like, oh no. And those poor Final Fantasy developers are like, what's wrong with these chairs? And no one wanted to tell them.
So when I was streaming that one time and people started RPing in the chat, I'm like, don't do that.
Please do not.
Don't do that. Do that in private. There's so many places you can do that. Don't do that in public.
Like,
Have some level of shame.
have a little self-dignity. Okay? More than none. Like, I get it. Cringe is dead, and we are allowed to like things. Yes, that is true. But also, you are in the middle of a fucking Walmart. Like,
I'm allowed to smooch on my husband, but I don't do it in public with a bunch of people around. At least not sexy way. They'll get a little kiss on the cheek. Or, no.
I'm not gonna walk you around on a leash in a Target.
Yeah, that shit's inappropriate.
It's like, I'm sorry. I know that you are quite happy to draw your characters in diapers, and that is a thing that you enjoy. However, you are posting that untagged, uncensored, on an open forum in broad daylight, and we all know that you're doing it for fetish reasons. It's fine. You can do that. I don't care. However, because you are not doing any of the other things that would be you acting like an adult, I need to block you because I assume you're a child. I just don't understand. It's not that hard. You literally have systems in place for it. And you're on Blue Sky, where doing that and using those systems doesn't get you actively punished. Like, I could get it if you were somebody from Tumblr who is used to those things being actively bad for you, like using the tagging system and stuff like that. On Blue Sky, it's there because they want you to use it. It's there so you can be an adult and act like an adult in your space.
Just mark it as adult.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. No one cares. It's not going to punish you. You're not getting like nuked from orbit like you are in other places. You can just do that. It's okay.
I've taken to with my Not Safe for Work one. I'll post, since people don't see the image if they have like don't see adult images, I'll post like a safer work preview as like the first post, and then below that, which you don't see when you're browsing anyway, will be the thing with the sensor, so people know what they're looking for, so you're not just scrolling through a bunch of blank screens.
Yeah, and that's fine too. There's a lot of ways to work on these things, even just with the basic just fucking tag it as adult. Like, there are plenty of ways to do it, and you are not actively punished for using those ways. So if I'm scrolling across and I just see like a character drawn childlike with a dirty diaper, I'm just gonna block you because I'm assuming you're either a bot, a child, or a dipshit, and I don't want to interact with any of those three. And I'm specifically calling that one out because that happens a lot.
DeviantArt all over again.
It really is. It is farts, eating people, and diapers.
Damn, honey, you get a lot of free shit.
It's Blue Sky. There's a lot of furries on Blue Sky. But
I don't know. I don't really use the For You.
Yeah.
Because half the time it's just shit I'm already seeing in my stuff anyway.
Yeah, and like I do some tailoring because like I like some of the artists that I watch kind of thing, and I want to just see like more art stuff. And sometimes that's fine, and sometimes I get fucking trash. And the way to tailor the way of the trash is to just start blocking people that are either too stupid or too gross to not use the proper tools.
I have like the Cults of Lamb tag and a Nari Lamb tag I follow, but that's about it. Because I like to see artists.
Yeah. That's the thing. I just want to see art during the day. I just like it. I like art and science news and fish. I've actually been really enjoying it. Anytime they do one of those deep sea dives, there's been so many people that like pull clips from it or show creatures from it and stuff, and I really enjoy that. That's super neat.
That's so Tumblr.
It's true. I saw one today that was like a person had a sea cucumber, and they're like, this type of critter has active camouflage because it can just change its colors to disguise itself on the thing that it's living on. and it's this little sea worm that was on the sea cucumber that turned itself purple and spotty to look like the cucumber that it was on. That was so cool, and it's just like you could see it because a hand would poke it every so often and make it wiggle around. But like that was so cool, and I'm just like, yay, this has made my day. I'm a very simple man.
There are many benefits to being a marine biologist.
The crushing depths of the darkness.
I remember that one where the guy's just grabbing shrimp or whatever and putting them in his bag while he's scuba diving. And like someone said like me leaving when I'm fired from being a marine biologist. I'm sorry, but Tumblr has the best reaction shit. Nothing can beat fucking Tumblr. They've been doing that since the start and they are fucking funny.
Oh man. That one where the person's just like putting the horseshoe crab to their face and getting plapped by all the little leggies.
Man, I want to do that. I want to do that, and I want to like hold hands with an octopus.
Mm-hmm.
It's my two big things I would love to just ask an aquarium to do. If I'm ever dying, I'm gonna do that. Like I got cancer, I'm gonna be like, hey aquarium, you got octopuses? Can I like hold one? I'm dying.
I just want to hold its little tentacle. Can I give it a snack? Is that something we're allowed to do?
Can I come like work there for a day as a volunteer or something? I won't hurt anything. I just really love fish.
I just want to put the crab in a jar and set it in for the octopus to play with.
Yeah.
I want to set up the crab evader.
They taught an octopus how to play the piano, more or less, with a reward of a crab elevator that would go down every time he pressed a key. And I was watching it, and I was like, that would work on me too.
Literally just the purgatory elevator for this little crab. And the octopus is like, I will learn how to play a chord.
Maybe I need that so that I will actually do shit with my ADHD. Just have a crab elevator that every time I do something, it chips away at it, and I get crab at the end. That'd be nice.
This will earn you crab snacks.
Whee! Oh, bye!
There are many benefits to crab snacks.
After this one, I'm gonna have to take a pee.
Okay.
They were getting pretty far. I'll count up while I'm in the bathroom.
I was gonna say, because there was enough for 2 days. Have we hit the halfway point?
I don't know. I'll count when I'm in there.
Okay.
I'm drawing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm a little lower than halfway.
Parte modo.
Well, it's just like the faster I get this done, the faster I have less things to do. So it makes more sense to do this first.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm on the toilet, I can't draw as far as I know. I do have my tablet, but I still haven't taken to drawing on that too well yet. I think I could if I was forced to. Like I was stuck, but I don't really have the time to like sit and practice. If we go on a long trip, I will probably do that. One thing, like, I need to, if I do that, I need to set up some kind of, like, cloud service for my saves so I can transfer them in between.
Yeah. Because it's just much easier that way.
Well, like, otherwise I'd have to, like, put everything on, like, a drive or the SD card or something and constantly go back and forth. So I'd have to figure that out first if I was going to do it to any extent. And I could use Google Drive, I guess, but it's already pissy at me that I keep my portfolio on there. Shut the fuck up. I have, like, still, like, 40% of my space left. Shut up.
That was one thing, that little animator guy that I watched that does little shorts and stuff, he was sitting there talking because he's another anti-AI person, and he hates AI music. And he's like, I am trying to do my workflow, and I set the thing on the radio, and then I will either get recommended some bullshit that has nothing to do with any of the things I've been listening to, and I hate it, or straight into an AI thing, and it immediately brings me out of it. And yes, I know, you always know. Oh, how do you know? Wouldn't you like to know, AI bro? Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I probably wouldn't know because I don't know music.
Yeah.
But I'm sure music people know in the same way an art person would know.
Music people will definitely know.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I would say a lot of people do inherently know with music because you can definitely, like, you can feel something's wrong, basically. Because of the way a lot of AI music works.
Bonk, bonk.
That's honestly why I thought that one country guy was using AI for that song. He just sucks ass. He's just a bad musician. But I legitimately thought it was AI because like the two parts were so disparate from each other, and the lady, when her part kicks in, just feels out of sync with the rest of it. So I legitimately thought it was AI. Now he's just bad. Apparently, he's also just a shit person too. So, you know, those kind of go hand in hand. He's one of those fake country people to begin with. So, meanwhile, the one that everyone was convinced was AI was not actually AI. The guy just stole the whole song. So that was a whole different situation. That one just seemed bad and wasn't very good because he just took the whole thing. But that was good old-fashioned human theft. So it's still slightly better, I guess. Does it count? But like, it's old-fashioned human theft, so we'll take it, I guess. I don't know. I just, again, it feels like the kind of person that would use those things to do a creative thing is the person that just wants the cookie at the end and doesn't understand why it doesn't feel good to get. And that, I think that that's part of why so many of them react so negatively to being called out for using AI, because like they're already not getting the feel-good chemicals from doing it because they didn't do anything. But now to also get like called a fraud and a sham, like you are calling them out for wanting to do a thing. And some of them do legitimately want to do something creative. Like I won't say that all of them are just scam artists. Some of them do legitimately want to do something creative and either lack the ability or lack the time to sit down and learn to do that creative thing. And so I will say that that is definitely a thing. Comma, trying to use a Game Shark and put yourself at the windscreen is still going to make you feel like you put yourself at the windscreen. So even I, who struggles to do a creative thing, know that. Like, you can't just do that. You're not going to get anything out of it, and you're going to feel bad for having done it that way. Like, I am starting to watch more videos about it, and I'm gonna probably have to sit down and just get Skillshare and watch tutorials on how to do editing, because I am struggling so hard with it, but it is something that I want to do. And so I understand I am having trouble doing this. I need help, kind of thing. And I understand that, because I feel that. But like, I'm never going to take that shortcut, because I feel like once you've taken that, you're going to struggle to ever not use that. And they have in fact shown that. Like, people that are using AI are objectively worse off in the things that they're wanting to do. People who are using AI to code are drastically less useful at it because they've started using it, and now it has made them worse. And you know, studies have shown that using the AI to code makes you 25 to 30% slower, and that's for people who are professionals and already know how to do the thing. So randos using it are going to just be objectively worse and also never get good at it. People, so like, I want to do that because I like to see those things and I want to learn how to do that. You know, as much of a meme as it is, pick up the pencil and do it badly. Like, and I'm sure that is part of my struggle. Doing something badly is something that would get me yelled at by my folks when I was growing up. So that's probably part of it. That's probably part of me struggling to do things, is I feel like I'm going to get yelled at for it. But like, okay, that you just have to take that as an okay, and it's going to be a bad time. Do art badly. Do music badly. You don't even know if you like it, so just do it. I played soccer for years. I did enjoy soccer, but I also was like, I'm never going to be a professional soccer person. And I still enjoyed soccer. So I think we need to go back to having the ability to suck at something and still enjoy doing it. And not just get freaking pummeled with, how dare you're not good at this, why are you doing it, kind of thing. We desperately need to stop doing that shit. So if you see somebody just starting out on something and they're doing it poorly, encourage them. And not just, oh, you could do this. Like, say, hey, I see what you're already doing. Are there things that you have questions about? Could I help you with something? Hey, I see this. Maybe look at this, kind of thing. Like, be encouraging. And don't just be like, oh, well, you can't take criticism. Maybe you're giving shit criticism, or maybe you're giving it in a bad way for that person or for the situation. Like, if you give criticism poorly, you can crush somebody from ever doing something. Just the same way, if you do what you think is encouragement poorly, they will never want to do it again. I don't play the saxophone anymore. I played it for many, many, many years, but playing the saxophone and music in general was outright poisoned to me by my folks. Just because, why aren't you doing this as a forever thing? Oh, you should be doing this as like a career. This is the only thing you should do. You should do this, do that. And it killed it for me. It took any joy of doing it away from me. And that just fucking like killed it for me. And so like I couldn't even do it anymore. I couldn't even just pick it up anymore because it just hurt to be around it at all. So like, again, I understand people wanting to try creative things. Hi, wife. I love you too.
Alright, let's see if I can get 2 more done, and then I think I'll be good.
Okie doke.
And one's Hakuna Matata, and here's Zarya. Click.
Aren't they the frog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get you back on.
Cute little sticky Forg.
You're a Forg.
Forg fun.
There you go, bathroom.
Woo! Welcome back.
No.
Not too bad. You're going to be encouraged anyways.
No.
You are loved and acknowledged.
No.
I just think you're neat.
No. Excuse me.
Tea. It's my wife. It's now or never.
I have the Make Love comic over there.
Yeah,
there's nothing inappropriate on it. Well, Tumblr thinks there is. There's backs and
no.
collarbones. Ah! Ah!
There might even be thighs.
Oh, there's some thighs, yeah.
Holy Thibel.
Shut up, Paul.
I know what I'm about. Legs. I like legs and butts.
You gotta bother me, honey.
I mean, I already made a Holy Thibel joke.
That's true. But you can do worse.
Mm-hmm. The word of the day is thighs. I'm here to spread the word.
Boo.
Calamar trying to give pickup lines to Ewan. Ewan, absolutely riskless, has never had to deliberately try to flirt at someone they actually like.
Oh, they can flirt. It's just they're not used to someone they like, for one, existing, two, flirting back. Ewan was literally like going on the I don't care what happens to Narander at all as long as I'm close to them. They did not expect like Narander to like kiss them for the first time. They were literally like, as long as I have this man, I will not kill myself.
Oh,
I
yes.
am, yeah.
Yes.
I finished it up. I'm just picking up some last achievements and doing eugenics experiments with the snow lambs.
Because you gotta.
Well, I'm curious.
It's funny.
But like once Narander started flirting back and they actually had a relationship, and Ewan realized that like they might value this man's happiness more than their own livelihood, that's when shit got down. And they were like, if your happiness means you have to leave me, I'm not going to stop you, you know, to be with like your family and stuff like that, but I'm going to kill myself because I can't live without you because you're the only person who sees me.
Ewan just doing the knuckles. Oh no.
Yeah. I'm thinking of actually using that back on Narander with the Woolhaven because Ewan might start getting along with the sheep after a bit.
That'd be a good coming full circle.
Yeah. I'm basically trying to give Ewan some character development that doesn't revolve around Narander 100%. So Narander's gonna get a little freak out this time.
Yay!
Yay!
It's great because they've also spent half of that update being fucking cold.
Yeah.
That also means you'll have an excuse to draw a little woolly coat version of their Nari robe.
I did. I already did that ahead of time. Actually, twice. I just revamped it a little bit. Someone said I should put a pom-pom on the tail, though. And I agree.
Yes, I would agree. What about a winter maid outfit?
No. I am deciding I'm going to basically, I don't know if people want spoilers or anything. I'm still trying to plan out how I'm going to do the comics, but I have the basic,
Hello, muted thing.
plot
Thank you for the follow.
for what I want to do down. And I'm going to tie that back to, like, how Ewan didn't want to leave because, or was willing to let Narander leave because they loved them, like, more than they loved themselves. I'm going to tie it back to that, basically, and how, like, sometimes even if you love someone, it's not about you, and you gotta realize that. And Mountain Mama's was, like, she loved her followers so much that she was willing to, like, suffer for eternity, but that's not what they want. So I was going to tie it back to that.
Yeah, I like Mountain Mama. I like the roundup on her story of, like, taking on the godhood for them and taking on that suffering. Plus, Mountain Mama is fun.
I still know how to pronounce her name, so I'm just calling her Mountain Mama.
Well, you did say Yigma Balls at one
Yigma
point,
Balls,
so... I'm sure there, like you said, I'm sure there's a thing that's...
I think they say it on the trailer.
Yeah. It's just funner to call her Mountain Mama. Take me home, Mountain Mama.
I don't think Ewan's gonna, like, stay with them, but I am gonna give, like, Ewan a little bit of, like, closure and maybe some introspective about things. I am going to try to connect some of the lambs directly to their past. Hopefully that's okay with everybody. I'm taking main characters and adding them to my OC's backstory. But that should be interesting. There's gonna be a lot of, like... I was especially hoping to, at the end, have Ewan just sit down with the executioner and talk about how, like, everyone here is a horrible person, or all selfish and stuff like that, but hurting yourself and suffering is not going to help anybody.
Yeah.
If you're going to, you know, live a life, live it.
Yeah, you don't grow
and
from
find
that.
something else worth living for. Like you only get one life, so you got to keep going. And that will tie in because like my plan was for Uin when they took over, they become more of like the god of life, because it's supposed to be like you accept death because it's the end of a well-lived life.
Yeah.
So it's more about living your life more in a way you would enjoy, even if that's selfish. Because in selfishness, you end up helping other people sometimes. The way Uin was selfish and wanted Narander, and because of that, they thought of someone besides themselves for once, ironically, and helped other people. And if that selfishness is helping the people you love, then it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to like connect that all into what I want Uin to eventually become, which is like the god of life, more or less. Also sin.
Yeah.
That's part of life.
Sin to win. But yeah,
Sin to win.
That was a really fun thing of just like, this is the last one. If this one dies, we're gonna fuck everything up. Like, that was nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna make Uin specifically that lamb. I am thinking of making it where we're not 100% sure that their parents sold them. Because I kind of had planned to not 100% confirm that to begin with. And it's just like something they were told at one point, because they were sold a lot growing up.
That's why your
And
parents
like,
weren't around.
even then though, does that change like how I was treated by the rest of the lamb group because I wasn't part of the herd and stuff like that? So even if that is a factor they're going to have to deal with, it's not going to 100% change their view on the lambs. And I don't really think their view is going to be changed 100% either way, but I plan to do it more like how Narander sort of like realized they wanted to like spend time with their family and stuff like that, even though there's all this messed up shit, because they're important to them. And it's more like, instead of like them being Uin's family, it's more like, this is a part of who I am, at least like biologically or culturally, even if I didn't participate, and it's part of my past, and I want to start thinking about it instead of just denying it for my entire fucking life.
Yeah.
And through that, maybe not necessarily making friends, though I think I'm gonna have Uin make friends with the little robed girl one, because she's a little crazy bitch. I like her. Maybe just like making, people to influence them outside of Narander and themselves for once, basically. Trying to live a more complex life. And even if they don't become friends, they're going to know more people. And that's going to make Narander have a bit of the same thing that Uin had when Narander was spending more time with their family. It was like, oh, no, now you know someone outside of me now.
And
I'm not sure if I'm going to have him like freak out about it, but I'm going to have him be a little jealous baby.
Uin is definitely addicted to Woolhammer.
Yeah.
Because part of it is like manipulating.
Oh, Uin was already kind of addicted to fucking knuckle
Bones.
bones until Shimura kicks their ass all the time.
But like part of Woolhammer is like the Yomi, like knowing the mentality of the other person and manipulation. And Uin is a king at that.
And they'd probably get their ass kicked by the High Priest too.
Oh yeah, because it'd be funny.
And they're extra pissed because the High Priest doesn't really care or like mock them or anything. And they're like, thank you for giving me a win. And I'd be like, you little shit. I'm going to have them also like be more, they're going to show more of themselves, even to the followers. That's what that like conversation with the executioner is going to go like. They actually like sit down and be like, I for the longest time wanted nothing more to die. And you granted that for me, but it didn't stick. And in living on, I've found things worth living for. So I think no matter what your life is, there's always something worth living for, and you're going to have to find that for yourself. And if you just sit around punishing yourself, that's not going to find it. In the same way, Uin just wanted to run away from everything. And they were like, the rest of the cult's going to hear that and start liking Uin for like who they are, the little cunt bitch that they are. And I'm going to let them take their mask off more too, which will be nice for them.
That's growth.
That is growth. Just become more comfortable with themselves in general. Right now they're comfortable in loving someone because that person loves them even for their faults. So now they're going to be more comfortable expressing themselves. I don't know if their arc will be complete. I have a suspicion that they're going to be adding more DLC in the future, just because I think they can snap another ledge.
Yeah.
The same way that you get to Woolhaven on there. So I'm not sure yet, but I will be continuing Owen's story that way. Like they're not going to be they're never going to be 100% like a good person or fixed or whatever you want to call it, but they are going to be more of themselves, if nothing else, because that was their biggest thing. They wanted to die because they lived their whole life with it meaning nothing, just surviving, not even knowing who they are anymore. And then Narendra saw them and saw something in them that they liked and saw in themselves, so they become obsessed with Narendra. Now I want them to like start finding themselves outside of someone else's eyes, in their own eyes, really.
When will return in Avengers Endgame.
I've never seen the fucking Endgame movie, and I'm not gonna.
Oh, it's the one that isn't out yet, but
Oh, is that not the what's the other one called?
I don't know. The one that isn't out yet, people have started doing memes of it because like the reveal for some of the characters that are going to be in it was so fucking lame. People have just been like making knockoff like joke things of it.
Oh, it's like so-and-so going into Smash?
Yeah, basically. And so like there's this one where like someone did a really good Kermit the Frog edit of it. It's like Kermit will return. And then the new thing of Muppets got announced later. And they were like, well shit, I already made this. I guess I can use it twice.
Ooh, nice. Spicy.
Yeah.
I actually made them make a baby in my game because I thought it'd be fun.
I mean, there is definitely like interaction between the, like at least the wolf knew about Shimura in there.
Mountain Mama knew about him too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, she said the lamb being the last lamb helped them understand Narendra's loneliness. Which is why I'm probably going to bring Narendra up there with them. This looks cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I guess it makes sense some of these gods like are so ridiculously powerful and things like that. It would make sense that they would at least know of each other even if they don't directly interact.
Well, I mean, the lambs were killed to like seal Narendra.
Mm-hmm.
So of course I'm pretty sure the person leading the lambs
would
know about Narendra.
But I mean like Maratosis, the wolf guy. Like him knowing about
fuck gods, but don't fuck gods guy.
Yeah, him knowing about Shimura, at least to some degree.
I'm sure Shimura had their multiple hands in many pots
Mm-hmm.
in this fucking story, honestly.
They got 8 hands to throw and they're gonna.
Shimura was, it seems, planning a lot of stuff. I still am of the opinion that they planned the whole getting the lamb. For one, I think they planned Narendra being imprisoned anyway, because the only way to imprison Narendra is with like the blood and sacrifice of gods.
Yeah.
So why would they would need to be hurt. So why would Shimura necessarily like allow for a situation where their siblings would be hurt unless it was to seal Narendra? But also like why would the like god of planning and war and all that shit, knowledge and war, like probably the best planner you could have, send the lamb to death? Because like that's where he fucking is. So I think from the start Shimura planned to actually like have them all be killed as penance for setting this in motion, but also as the potential for having the family back together in a way that he couldn't have before. And I don't know if he planned that necessarily like when he was teaching Narendra about death, or if he realized like, oh fuck, we're kind of fucked, so I guess I gotta like I need to punish myself for setting this in motion. Or if maybe that was the plan all along, you know, maybe they thought teaching Narendra about bringing people back to life would eventually end in this anyway. So at least they get their family together because that became more important to them than godhood, which I do think it is.
It may have also been like his plan as the only way to really unmake this constant god-eating god. Like the existence is entropy.
Yeah.
Like,
because they're like the third set of gods downward. They're not. They're like literally like someone termed to them as I'm not sure if this is in canon, but like artificially created gods because they're only gods through the crown.
Yeah.
None of them technically have god powers innate to them, like a lot of the older gods did. So they're already kind of fake gods to begin with, and Shimura might have had some level of plan to potentially get rid of all gods altogether if they can.
Yeah.
Because it's a very toxic way to be.
Mm-hmm.
I like to personally think that they were planning to get back with their family because I think that's cute.
Yeah. I think that's
how I wrote it anyway.
That's like the optimal outcome for the whole plan is like you've unmade this cannibalistic godhood cult like spiral and you get your family at the end.
I think they knew that, I think they came up with the whole like family thing to begin with to keep them from eating each other.
Yeah, like a stability thing.
Yeah. And I think that they knew that this balance would not last forever and something was going to happen because they knew ahead of time that Narander, if they got the ability to bring people back from the dead, would in fact make them more powerful than the rest of the gods. But they knew, being the god of death, Narander would forever be pissy that the other gods have access to both of their forms.
Yeah.
Like famine and plenty, sickness and health, and he only has death, and that was going to eventually fall apart. And I think this was potentially, like, the God works in mysterious ways, the best way to get their family back together, because I think that did become more important to them than anything else. Because I'm a big softie, and I think that's sweet. Because he, like, Shimura did say that he loved, like, they loved him. So I think something did happen that that became more important to them than the crowns themselves and their powers.
And they weren't even the first generation of fake gods because Igna, Harrow, and the other older gods with crowns already received godhood from another.
Yeah. Well, they received it, like, from gods. These guys just received it from crowns.
Yeah.
So they're like extra fake in a sense. They have no like given to them or birthright like power. They only found the crowns more or less. Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm so used to just saying he for default non-gender in general. So sometimes it slips out.
There's a phrase, lesser men from lesser times. But like that would make a lot of sense if they're already like, because like Shamox probably made the crowns from like bits of the old gods when they died, and so like you're already a derivative of a derivative.
I like to think that the goal is to potentially have a place with no gods whatsoever.
And maybe the macho wolf had a different view of it, whereas Shimura had their plan kind of thing.
That is a good idea. I like that because I'd like to see more of them like interacting with each other.
Because they're both intelligent.
Yeah,
they're both
that is two ways to go about it. Either get rid of all gods altogether or put it upon someone else. In a sense, putting it upon the lamb might have been mean and selfish to begin with too, because now they're like the only god left. So even that was a bit selfish on Shimura's part because they're basically putting it on top of the lamb.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I think that's like, they're two sides of the same coin, but they're two wildly different approaches to the situation. So I really like that, especially because like you get there either way because you get no gods, but like science and the wisdom of the mortals will conquer all versus just I'm going to turn their power against themselves and make it burn itself out.
It's also like the wolf stuff might have led to the death of Shimura's family. Whereas like with the lamb, at the very least, there was a chance that they might all be together. And also like Shimura would probably want some level of punishment for themselves, self-flagellation, going into purgatory and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I do think that is at least my fan theory for canon, that I do think they knew the entire time, and they planned accordingly around it.
Yeah, I like that.
I also think they knew that they probably couldn't defy fate in some way with the lamb. They kind of knew that prophecy was coming, so I think they also like worked around it to a certain extent just to potentially get back with their entire family.
Yeah.
Because I do think that was their goal, just to have their family together again, or at the very least, stop the cycle that would break people up like this. Because there would either be only Narnder or there'd be only the Lamb, and with both of them, there would be only one God. And whether or not they knew about Mountain Mama's plan, that would have left Narnder totally fucked, which is hilarious. I don't know, but that might have been a factor to it too, and he might have thought that might have been better for the world to go into rot rather than have gods constantly warring in this way. Because I think, like, in canon, they came from a more chaotic time and came up specifically with that whole family thing to try to keep everyone somewhat stable for a while. Because according to a lot of the lore, shit was better a while back. And now, like, ever since, at the very least, the fight with Narender, but even, like, before that, stuff has kind of been falling apart. And the more they fight, the more shit's gonna fall apart, so.
Right. And, like, that's a really good, like, dichotomy to work with of either, like, condense it to a single point or burn it out.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's actually something that, like, they kind of do to a lesser extent in 40K. There's a part where basically, like, chaos was going to happen one way or the other kind of deal. And these big smarty pants brain aliens were like, well, what we're going to do is we're going to give them a target, and that way they're going to go after that target, and it's going to burn itself out and then save the rest of the universe because of it. And others were like, well, we're going to do our thing because we think that's the right thing to do. And those two opposing sides are what caused everything to go bad. So, like, that kind of situation could be part of what's going on in, like, the Cult of the Lamb, because you have, you know, Shimura's plan of 4-point stability until the Lamb, and then, you know, you either end up with a singular point of Nari or a singular point of the Lamb. Versus the wolf god being like, no, I'm just going to figure out how to fucking kill everything. No gods, only man.
Though still, even if he did that, he would be the one in charge of the technology. And you can see because of that, he was, like, connected to the fate of the mountain in a sense. So as much as he said he hated gods, in a sense he kind of was one.
Yep.
He was worshipped, he was affected by what was happening with the rot on the mountain and all that, in the same way a god would be. So
yeah,
in a sense, that's also kind of sad, the idea that you can't separate the two either. Like, this might be a land that just has to have a god in some way.
Enough of a belief makes you one way or another.
That's what I thought. Like, if you get enough belief on someone, whether they have a crown or not, I think the crown helps because it gives you the means to mess with that belief. But I think he was probably the one that was, because Sozo kind of looks like they have a crown. Like, that mushroom looks like it has a crown, but I have this, like, theory that it's like, because if you get enough mushrooms, it's just going to kill the host anyway. It can never get powerful enough.
Yeah.
Because it's self-defeating. And yeah, he acted the same way. You become the monster that you fight. You know, yell into the abyss, he spells back, all that shit. But I do like to think that, like, in a sense, because of how this world works, being a god, if you have enough people, even in going against gods, you're gonna end up as a god either way.
Yeah.
Like, you become something that people, like, all the people you meet talk about how they were abused by the gods, but here they are, like, doing the same thing for him. What's the difference?
And he talked about my pack and things like that. So he had all of the same language and all of the same actions were happening. So he was being worshipped by them anyways.
They were just doing the same thing again, just with him, instead of, you know, Heket, or if anything, they were doing it with someone who didn't have the power to stop the Lamb.
Yeah.
So, but it makes sense that you would run from something like that, though all those people were hurt by the gods, which makes sense, because you have to have a certain level of, like, fear and control over people. So that's gonna end up hurting people, and that's gonna make people rebel. Even as the Lamb, you have to sometimes, like, sacrifice people, or you can't fill everybody's needs, or all this other stuff. So you'll never be 100% a fully benevolent leader because it's physically impossible to do.
Mm-hmm. And even like Mountain Mama, whose faith, like the faithful and the faith from them was more based on like loving her and believing in her kind of thing, still ended up with,
They were still lost and alone.
Mm-hmm. And other gods took advantage of it. Because that's the kind of thing, if you love and worship one thing and then that one thing fails you or that one thing isn't there anymore, that is just as devastating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like in the Fallout show, the fucking middle manager doesn't have office work anymore, and it's just destroying him inside, and everything he's doing is to try and get back to that. Like, that's the only thing that he knows. So, like, of course, if I'm using stuff and taking things over, I'm going to restore the sense of normalcy to what I know, having people in an office, even if that's nonsense now. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
The terror,
This is the last one.
I really like Mountain Mama, though. I think that's such a fun way to see, like, a different kind of god.
It's fun. It's really nice to see just more gods in general and how they reacted differently. She's one of the few that seem to actually give two fucks about her followers for once.
Yeah.
The rest really didn't.
Yep. Quite a lot of them were just like, either couldn't care less or like just more meat in the blender or just...
Even Arndr didn't. That he chastises you for it. Like, don't become a slave to your followers.
Mm-hmm.
And then look what happened. Like, a lot of them are there now because of what they did to keep them as followers. So.
Yeah, the adding the wolves in was really cool. That was really nice. Because that really plays well with the lambs and things. And having the wolves on the mountain not really be the main threat of the mountain was a really clever.
Yeah, from the trailers, I had suspected that it was going to be like the wolf was responsible for that, and then the sheep one was responsible for fighting the rot. But it turns out like it's the other way around, which I really liked, and I don't know why I didn't suspect that, because like the Cult of Lamb Riders are really good at that kind of shit. It was really good. I really respected it. They did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Nearly holding up Cult of Lamb. I just think it's neat.
I think it's really well done. All right, let's organize everybody.
Whoa!
There it is. Pile.
Organized.
Should I snooze the ad?
Yeah, you might as well. We're almost done.
Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, for 5 minutes. That should be plenty of time. Let's get everybody organized. Did I have dinner? I don't remember.
I don't think you did.
I need a bigger screen.
Larger square.
Bigger.
Make my palette grow.
Shut up, Paul.
Rita Repulsa Eclipse Studio Paint.
No one is the same size. Doo-da. Doo-da.
They never are.
They never are.
It's not even a bad thing, it's just funny.
It is when I'm arranging these fuckers. Is that everybody? I think so.
Everybody.
Alright. So that'll be it for tonight. we might come in tomorrow to do another stream and finish up the last of the 10 so that people can start making their requests next week. Or rather on Sunday.
Yeah.
So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank y'all for coming.